And we are live. Hello. I hope my mic doesn't like suddenly start just like pooping itself after all of that. Apologies, everyone. I'm still on time. I know. I jumped in here, and then Sim was like, "Your mic has like all kinds of static. It sounds like you're just talking through a tinfoil hat." And it was so. Strange.
Am I the only one hearing it though?
I don't know. Yeah, tell me. Does my mic still sound bad?
It's still a little bit glitchy, but maybe it's on my end.
I'm
We'll find out. We'll find out in the chat.
Going. We have to get going. I don't have time to deal with this. We're already late. I go, as long as people can understand me, then let's go. It's StreamYard. I hate you. I hate you, and I love you. It's a complicated relationship.
Yeah, even if it grapples just that ooh, that sound.
Maybe it's a cancellation. Eric the Guapo, that's just my voice. It's okay. You should be used to it by now. Hello, everybody. 24 eyes. Hi. Hello. Fraud.
Did you dunk your microphone in water, Rennie?
What? You're not supposed to do that? I didn't know that.
I thought that's how you washed them,
yeah.
right?
I was just cleaning it. That's normal. Yeah. Oh, we have, so as you can see from the time, we have a very exciting unboxing that I'm about to do. I got the package from Fragtober. Actually, Fraud's having them. Good sir here was the one to help us get this made. So I am eternally grateful, and what you're going to see in a minute is his good work. So yeah, this will be awesome. Sim Pothier. Hello, what's up? John, hi, Hillary here. Our good friend and Chris Fisk. What's up? All right, so many good people. Alex BRB, hi. Okay, so Nick and Ariel busy tonight, but Yvonne should be joining us in a minute, and maybe we'll have a surprise guest. Maybe not. I don't know, but we'll see. A certain other person has a link who is closing out their campaign and might jump in at the end. But obviously we're here too. We're going to talk about Natverse here and Sim's upcoming awesome Natverse #2 campaign. And that'll be the feature of the show in just a bit. But yeah, it's gonna be
but first,
fun show. Yeah, we're gonna be.
Let's celebrate the champion.
Bunch of stuff. The champion. Ooh, the right cardinal. Hey, I want to see her in chat. I miss everyone so much. I miss everyone. So sad. No Lockhart. What's up? Hi, everybody. Hello. Hey, friends. Okay. All right. So let's just do it. I got this. It's surprisingly heavy. It's just a belt. I mean, I don't know how these things go, but so here's the package.
Box.
Yeah, it's really big. So let's see how this is. Thank you to Dan Frega, first of all, and everyone who voted in the Fragtober contest. I know it's just like a YouTube contest, but still, I'm very grateful. It's really cool, and it's like an actual championship belt. Like, how cool of a reward is that? I'm just very, I'm very grateful, and I'm glad everyone voted for my pieces. It was tough competition though. The ending piece, like the final day, I thought Aaron's piece was better. Aaron looked pressed. I was really surprised. I think like the difference was only 1% in the final vote, so it was tiny. It was tiny. It was super close. I thought he was gonna win, but somehow I scraped by. I don't even know how. I have like slight imposter syndrome about it, but whatever. Is my sound breaking up, or is that just my voice?
Yeah, a little bit.
Fuck, man. You voted for Aaron, you were robbed. Sorry. It's just I robbed everyone of their dreams.
Oh, you both had an amazing piece, but I have to admit, my vote went for you.
For Aaron?
You.
I like this. Oh, thank you. I don't know. It's just like it's always different styles. I think I did my best.
Well, yeah, you had more of a fantasy taste to the design of the demon.
Maybe.
In a way.
Yeah, but I feel like I wasn't.
Well, he had a more classical look to it, and I kind of, I'm a bit. If there's gonna be a little bit of anime touch to it, I'm gonna go for that one.
Well, yeah, everything I do. an anime touch. Well, the thing is, like, it's like when you look at another artist's work, you always like the other person's work more than yours. Or that's at least how I feel with really good artists sometimes, and I'm just like, oh, they're just better than me.
It's one of the lessons I learned from Turner and a few other people. It's the fact that we're all stuck comparing ourselves to our idols, the people that we look up to. So we compare ourselves to them, and no matter how good you could be better than Jim Lee, and you're still going to look at Jim Lee thinking he's better than you. So don't compare yourself to your idols. Compare yourself to your past self.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, I know, and that's what I tell other people. But it's hard to do it myself, because at the end of the day, like, I want to push myself to be better, and I'm always looking at other artists' work and looking at what they're doing and trying to think like them, and like because that helps me improve my work.
You assimilate what you like. You try to assimilate what you like from them. But the thing, if you stop comparing yourself to them, that's where you develop the imposter syndrome.
Yeah. It's I don't have like huge imposter syndrome. I guess I'm mildly full of myself. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. But that's common with that's common with artists. El Belto. That is not belt in Spanish. It's cinturón. Es cinturón. It's belt en español. I speak a little Spanish. Come on, I told you guys I'm learning. See? Yes, the physical belt. All right, let's get to it. My sound is being buffered poorly. I don't know what the problem is, dude. I like left and came back 3 times. I unplugged and replugged my mic. We're just gonna have
we tried everything. She tried unhooking it. She tried blowing. We tried everything and it didn't work.
Yeah, I tried punching in the face. Let's just hope it gets better. All right, let's go. This is the package I got. Let's open it. Ha.
Okay, you need to get yourself a little katana to open your mail now.
I should.
I opened my mail with this.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's awesome! I want the
That's an ancestor's knife. That's like from the clan of my family. Yeah.
That's cool. I want a little Viking axe, but I don't have, like, I keep on wanting one, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get myself this gift, and then I'm like, I have actual important stuff I have to buy, but I really want one.
My family comes from.
Christmas gift, give me a axe.
My family comes from Viking descendants.
That's cool.
We're descendant. We're part of the
Canada.
Yeah, we're part of the King Rollo descendancy.
Oh, that's cool. So your family goes way back. Here you go. So, this is inside.
Well, we want to see the belt. Come on.
I don't know. Okay, fine. I'm just like trying to make the reveal. Like, I'm trying to make it a gradual reveal. So impatient.
No, but what's in the envelopes? They look like little envelopes. So I'm guessing you have like congratulations, maybe a little drawing or something.
Like a trophy smack thing, and it's probably just ads actually.
Ads from the company that made the belt.
Yeah, the receipt.
Yeah.
Products. That's nice.
Product placement.
That would be nice if it was like.
Some Fraga like advert or something.
Yeah, but it didn't ship directly from Fragtober. It shipped from the company that made it. All right, here we go. Here's the belt. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. It is heavy. Oh my gosh.
And Chris says you need to hold the belt up. Link finding like a new item.
Oh.
Dude, it is nice.
Let me get all this fucking plastic out of the way first.
Okay, you're gonna have to put it on and take a pic, right? You know this.
I will. What happened? Take the plastic. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, nice. Holy crap! I was expecting it to be like some cheap, like costume store Halloween belt, but this is good. This is good freaking quality. This isn't like some cheap shit, man. Holy crap! I'm impressed. Oh my god! Thank you guys. I'm mounting this on the wall. Ugh. All right. There we go. There it is, guys. Here's the full thing. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, the misspell was, and the misspell was fixed.
Yes, on my thumbnail was the early draft of it that had a contest misspelled. But yeah, they did correct it. They tell me they were going to correct that, so it is corrected.
Dude, it looks amazing.
It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Let's see. Yeah, Fred did a great job. So this is Fred's design. In the middle, it's Fragtober. The finished one, and there's some pretty cool things on this.
I like the fact that you put your logo there too. Yeah.
On the sides is my logo.
Yeah, that's a cool touch.
My company, HELLION Arts, on both sides. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of this. That's so awesome. How adorable.
That's way better than a trophy. To be quite honest, like I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's way better than winning a trophy. Yeah.
I don't want no damn trophy.
Yeah. I know.
Trophy sitting on my fucking shelf. I want a fucking belt, like a freaking
that should be our new thing. Like,
idea. Yeah.
no more trophies. We just do belts.
Yeah. Yeah. That's such a cool idea. Thank you.
Oh, dude, it is.
Oh yeah, it is Fragtober.
Yeah.
Approved. Let me see. Did they? Yeah. Look at the text. It has my company tagline: publishing comics with a bite. Comics with a bite. Oh, you can't read it on the cam, but
it's hard to read.
It's my company tagline, and then Fragtober approved. Because I'm sure that 1% vote was at least in part due to Fragtober. Thank you very much. You're awesome. And they spell my name right. I always have to check for that. Strakowski. I'm glad. Anyways, that's cool. I'll take like a proper picture with it soon. I'll hold it up a little bit. Frege gave you a girl. This thing is freaking huge, dude. This is like, I can't even wear this shit. Look at how big it is in comparison to me.
And I'm pretty sure it ain't cheap neither. But it looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, it does. Ding 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 ding. Let me see. It's so big. It's just the silver part is wider than my torso.
Are you even gonna be able to tie it up?
I can't wear it. Let me see. I can't. Okay, I can probably here or on my butt. That's the smallest it gets. It doesn't, cause like my waist is smaller. I can't actually wear this thing, but yeah, I'll hold it like this.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
I'll just hold it like this.
Do like they do. They tie it up around their waist a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't actually even wear it, but that's fine. That's because
around their chest. More like.
Yeah, I'll just wear it around my chest. It'll be like my boob armor. I'll trigger all the people who don't like boob armor. I'll just wear it like this from now on. It'll be great. Hey, it kind of fits. Oh, that's great.
Take your best shot.
Yeah, I think I can do it. I think I can wear it on my chest like this. Yeah, that's pretty hot, right? Yeah, that's good fashion, dude. And this is how I'm gonna do every stream from now on.
Wearing the belt.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is the reveal, and thank you very much to Fred and to Dan. I'm still surprised you guys got. I still can't believe you guys made this. Is really nice. Made something so nice and sent it to me. I'm so grateful. Thank you. You guys are awesome. And thank you to everyone who voted in the chat and to our audience. This is the coolest. This is one of the coolest shit I've ever gotten for anything. Damn.
Oh yeah. I have to admit, I'm impressed.
It's like I'm trying to put Goblin Girl's gargantuan rack around my it's about the weight of Goblin Girl's rack. So like, I don't know. It's like
according to somebody in the chat earlier, supposedly he said that it weighs 8 pounds in total.
8 pounds? It's not that heavy, but it is hefty. I think. Yeah, it's not like plastic or something. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's I think. What is it? I think it's plastic with metal on top. I think that's how they make it. Because the bottom feels like plastic, but the top is metal. So, yeah, that's how it is. It's not like 8 to 10 pounds. It's probably like 5 pounds.
Yeah, that's what Fraud 79 says. I think more like 6 pounds, no problem.
Yeah, it's 5 or 6 pounds, but still. Oof. It's not meant for wearing, at least for me. I'm little. All right.
I'm gonna have to get one too now.
I need a strong like bull. I'm not. Really. I'm so strong. I can lift 6 pounds. Wow. So strong. Thank you, Fred. Fred is the one who designed this and sent it over. So you did a great job. This was super awesome. Yeah. I'm glad I got into it. So, yeah. Awesome. Oh no, is I hear someone coughing over there. Are you okay?
No, Alex is sick. She got tested for COVID, but she's doing okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad it's not COVID. I hope she goes back.
Yeah, the older girl, we're waiting for the result. So.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Okay. Oh, jeez. That must suck. I mean,
she's feeling.
Being sick sucks no matter what.
She's feeling better than she was 2 days ago, and she's been waiting. She wants to come say hi to you.
Oh, okay. Hi.
She's gonna drop by soon and say hi. And there you go.
Awesome. Oh.
You know the one I told you reminds me of you.
Yeah, you mentioned her.
See?
Has talked about
Just
you.
see, like she even looks like you a bit.
We have the same hair. There you go.
Dude, she has hair past her butt.
Like her hair is really freaking long.
Longer hair. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to grow it back out. I want it to be as long as possible. That's awesome.
That's my girl that wants to be an artist like us.
Oh, sweet. That's the way to go, man. Woo! Got this.
When I told her I was gonna be on your show, she goes, "I want to come say hi."
I'm gonna let me leave. I'm gonna come back real quick. I'm sorry, guys, but it literally.
Try it again.
I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix this audio. It's kind of it's bothering.
It's weird. It's only happening with her. Gen 2.0. Yeah. And if I would have my say on it, I kind of hope all 4 of them would, but having 2 wanted to do some art is pretty awesome. Our little sister, who's taller than her, does painting. It's pretty. Happy. Pretty happy person.
Is this better?
Yep. You have no issue right now. Hopefully, it won't do like before and start again.
It's only better for now. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry, guys.
And there you go.
This is a professional joint. Exactly. Yeah. It's just fuck it. It's just fucking StreamYard.
Yeah, let's just go with it.
There's no fixing it. We're literally just gonna go. Some days StreamYard just likes to shit its pants all over my stream, and there's nothing I can do about it. So.
But at least we can make out what you're saying.
That's all that matters, because I've had really bad streams where you can't. Okay. Let's get into. Let's talk about your campaign. I'm gonna pull it up, and let's get into the main.
And by the way, people in the chat, I left a secret link in the chat for a little discount on a tier for the 2 variant covers and a sketch card. And it's only available during the show.
Ooh, during the show. So special. All right.
So if you go on the Second Chance campaign, you'll have a discount.
Nice. Yeah, it's better. And now it's back. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what. That's why we were late. Like we were like, oh yeah, okay, we're good, we're ready, and then it starts again.
No, StreamYard just does it sometimes. There's nothing we can do about it. All right, so, yeah, you have been able to talk about your first Tales from the Natverse campaign. So for anyone who doesn't know about it, why don't you tell them? I'm going to pull up your first campaign as well, but why don't you tell them what this is and your influences? Because I know those, and those are really awesome. And we're both fans of a lot of similar manga, and we're gonna have a lot to talk about. So, tell us about your project here.
Tales from the Natverse is a project I started because I started working on something called Nat the Merc, and it was an original story that I started working on. And the first story was Planet 69, but I got approached by what do you call them? An anthology book called Zidara 9, who wanted to publish short stories in their thing, and they wanted me on there with that. But they only had like 12-page in, and they wanted me to be in every issue. And I'm like, what can I make it interesting? Because heavy metal has always been like, I'm a huge fan of Heavy Metal magazine. And one of the things is you've always had short stories. They had no connection between them. But sometimes you would have like a full issue broken down in 5 pieces, right? So I'm like, how can I do something similar but different, right? So the idea came of like, what if I just tell you short story as if they were like different series like Marvel did for years, but in one verse. So I can introduce to you the main character, Nat, and also other characters or factions or stuff within the universe. And I'm like, well, why don't I start with that? Because nobody's done that before. Like usually you start with, a title, a main story. And I'm like, how? So the idea came like, how can I make it like an episode thing?
Right. So
I'm like,
you're very influenced by heavy metal, which I remember you mentioning.
I'm highly influenced by heavy metal, 2000 AD.
Right.
I love those type of books. Dude, one of my biggest influences is Masamiune Shido, and I'm sure you can see it in my style.
Yeah. I can see that.
Like,
Yeah, especially the chicks.
yeah, Shiro and Night Owl. If you know those two, those are also the 2 iconic styles that Madhouse used.
Mm-hmm.
And I love those 2 styles. And if you see, it's like a gem of that. Plus, you have some European, influence, Mark Silvestri, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where my love comes from comics, because I grew up with mangas. Like Alita's one of my favorite mangas. Formerly known as Gundam. For the actual
not
leads.
formerly, the actual name is Gundam, but
Yep.
that's not how. They had to change the name for some reason. Also, they changed the name of Alita. That's not her actual name, but anyways.
No. It's
Americanization.
Gully. Her name is Gully. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a huge fan, as you can see.
Yes, I can see it. I remember.
And if you don't know anything about the creator of Alita, if you don't, the guy was dying. He got diagnosed and he was dying, and he.
Yeah. He thought he was trying, so he like wrapped things up real quick, and then he was then he discovered he wasn't dying after all. So it's like, oh, I can continue my comic.
Yeah. So you rewrote the ending to be able to continue because it was an actual end. So if you buy the deluxe box edition, like the big box that I have, you have both versions in there, and it's freaking awesome. But yeah, that's a big influence in everything I do. And Tales from the Natverse, that's what it is. It's me having fun and putting everything I love in it. Flashy colors, great designs, everything influenced by all of that.
Oh yeah.
Like just look around.
Oh yeah.
This is my collection. Mangas.
Let me full screen you, dude. Let's look at that.
Yeah, I have the entire. Yeah, I have Elsing, Berserk.
So jealous, dude. I moved so much. I couldn't collect, like full series of comics for the longest time. We only have a couple, and like I'm so jealous of anyone who has just piles and piles of comics. Ah.
And if you can see, even my closet at the top is filled with books.
See, yo,
dude, I'm not just a comic book creator. It's my passion. Period. I love comics and movies, anime. That's all I do.
That's what. Weird.
And I don't know if you've seen the animation I've been working on, Ronnie.
Yeah, I saw it. You've been animating this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really impressed. There's a lot of people that are doing animated trailers and just doing small animations to go with their comics. I mean, this is why freaking the indie scene is so awesome, man. Because like people, the way they do their campaigns, it's not one standard formula. Everyone has different things different like media to bring to their campaign. Like Aerith Saga is doing basically everything. Is that stickers, cassette tapes, games, whatever. But he's tying in like music to his campaign, and then a lot of people doing 3D printing, and then a lot of people doing animation. Like Kayas was also doing a full animation for his campaign, Ryan Cardinal, and it's just people go so crazy about this stuff. That's great, and I I was saying your
But
animation. It's really cool.
and animation
I like
takes
it.
so much time, but that's why I started doing short one.
does.
Like if you remember the first trailer of Nat, I had the little Nat throwing the cigarette, turning around, shooting
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah.
In the second one, I made those two little ones made that's taken out of the comic. Because my end game is to have a full anime intro.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to have like showing all the characters, some still images, a bit like Drifters, the intro.
Yeah. Yo, like I want to do that too, like in my head, because when you're drawing the comic in your head is already like
It's animated,
and
yeah.
you're converting it to comic pages because you're just one person and you have to you can't do a full animation, but in your head it's an anime, and I want to have an animated trailer for Phoenix as well, but I'm like, well, first of all, the comic is most important, and because I have a detailed style, I basically don't have time to waste on doing a trailer, even though I would really love to have like an animated trailer, and that would be awesome, but I have to draw the pages, but like
Priorities, yeah.
I want to like hire someone, but it costs a lot of money as well, and I want to pay people good, but
It's
dude,
the same
like,
for me.
I want to have an animated trailer. Those are so awesome.
Look, we talked about it a long time. Like it's like we've been in the industry. We have our different chords to our guitar type of thing, right? But it still comes up to time and priority. Like I'm a 3D modeler, I'm a 3D animator, I'm also a 2D animator. I have a bachelor's degree in that. But the thing is, I'm here for comics. Comics is my priority.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, dude. I mean, so many people do multiple different kinds of art, and I think if you know how to do comics, you can already do probably like 5 different disciplines. Like you can definitely graphic design, you can dabble in animation, you can do storyboards, like all this other kind of stuff. But so many people, they come back to comics because I don't know. Like obviously, I think this is my favorite medium in the world. I think it's awesome. I think it's undervalued, especially in America. Overseas, not so much. In Japan, there's like, in some ways, manga is there are issues with the manga industry as well, but it's not seen the same way as in America. Like in America, comics are just seen as, oh, there's nothing good to do about it. It's not a real job. There's just no money in it. That's just how it is. We just have to deal with it. I don't think so. I think there's these are things that can't be fixed, but some people don't want to hear it. This is a different issue. But like, this is an awesome medium, man. And I don't know. I want to do what I can to promote it and to help more comics get out there. And this is what we're here for. That's why everyone doing indie comics. That's why like nobody doing indie comics is doing this just because I want the money. Like this is a labor of love. We love this.
You have to, because otherwise you'd go nuts. They say it. If certain things is you have to be crazy passionate about something. Otherwise you'd be like everybody else and just give up.
Yeah, or I don't know. It's
you have to be passionate about what you're going to, because nothing is easy.
Of course, yeah.
That'd be anything.
Just fucking obsessed.
The same with martial art, gymnastic, anything.
Yeah. There's a lot of disciplines. Unless you're happy just doing like a data entry job, and there's nothing wrong with that. I would never be able to do that. I just looking like bash my head against the wall all day. But like I don't know. I think a lot of people are happy because they have something they're made to do and they never pursue it, which is really sad.
Yeah, but
that's why so many people are here on Indiegogo doing crowdfunded comics now. It's like people have had this lifelong dream of making a comic, and now it's possible. It's never been possible before.
And there's also, I'll bring up something that Chris said a while back on Twitter, and I used to say as well. Somebody told me the same thing. Unless you work for yourself, you will always be working for a rich guy, a rich shellfish guy that will get richer on your ass, and you will go nowhere.
Oh yeah.
You need to work on your own, because otherwise you're just working for somebody that doesn't care for you and will replace you in less than a fraction of a second.
No, that's fucking true.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I've heard many a wise person say that. Yeah, that's true. Like you're always gonna be taken advantage of by somebody who doesn't give a shit about you or your career, no matter what they say or how much a company pretends to care about you. At the end of the day, they're just here to make money off you and take advantage of you. And it's if you're not going to be living a good life or be like, don't depend on someone else for success, right? Like
And if you're gonna work your ass off, might as well be
the
for
road to
something
success
you
is
love.
Going independent and working for yourself and
Mm-hmm.
not relying on someone else's company to give you a fortune or to save you or to like take care of you in retirement because they don't give a shit. Especially nowadays. I don't know. I think like maybe 50 years ago, it's like, oh yeah, you can work at one job for your whole life and then maybe I don't know, maybe that's a romanticized way of thinking about it, but I don't know. I support.
Not really.
I think everybody should be independent. Depend on yourself because you can only trust yourself. Like everyone, the company doesn't care about you. They care about their profit margins.
Mm-hmm.
Period. It's just how it is. This is how it is.
I think that's what made like European and mangas and comics interesting. I think like the fact that you kind of like you're doing that and that's it. Like you're not gonna be changing your job. It's not you're always gonna be doing comics. Like it's one of those rare little. Like we've seen like Mobius and people living their life off of it. We've seen like big names living and making a really good decent living off of it. But that's gone to hell lately.
It's few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like European comics are also different, but
Yeah, their model is that they offer you like 20,000 euro to work a year on a book.
Yeah,
But
their model is different, and manga starting out, the pay is also shit. But if your book is successful, then the artists are taken care of. But that's because everything's creator owned there. So I don't know. Sometimes it feels like all the other
mangas has a lot more IPs passing.
Like, has their shit together. Manga has Manga has a lot more IPs as well.
It's the same thing with Europeans. It's the same thing with Europeans. They have a lot of new IPs. They have classic IPs that stick around, but they won't sabotage anything new to keep them relevant. If that makes sense, you're always gonna have new IPs, new creators coming in. The same thing with anime, like mangas. People come in with new IPs all the time, and if they catch, they catch. If they don't, they go back in the ether and bye bye. It's the same thing in Europe, but if you look at the American business, they were really trying to just keep it to the ones that are already there, no new things.
Yeah, I have so many thoughts about American comics. It always struck me as weird. It's funny because so many things have changed, but so many things have not. Because when I first came to America in like 2000s, like I didn't grow up here, and when I first moved here, I looked at the comic industry and I was like, it seems really dysfunctional, like, because I come from Asia, and in Asia, I grew up with manga being marketed so well. Like on every 7-Eleven had manga, like the latest manga.
Yeah, but you have mangas for every taste. You have manga for every taste, and mangas are not seen for children. They're seen as literature. Like it's the same thing in Europe. Like everywhere here in the world, except they don't talk about it much in the U.S. But you know that comic book sequential art has been known as the 9th art of the world for years. It's considered the 9th art, and it needs to be respected as it should, because it's not just a kid thing. It's like a perfect in between novels and movies.
It's not. It blows my mind that people still think that way. I guess like that's a very common way of viewing in America. But then again, Americans also have this like weird complex about animation where
as soon as it's
bothers me, like this really backwards view about comics and animation. Like how in award shows, which award shows are bullshit anyways. But I never understood why animation was its own separate category. Like you can have drama and action, and then kids movies, and then animation is a separate category. I'm like, it's not a different category, it's just a medium. It's just like you using a different camera to film or something. Like you can tell any story with animation, but Americans don't seem to know that. Or they culture don't accept it. Or
but
the larger populace, right?
I think it has to do a bit more with the culture, because there has been, like, if you remember, like there was Fritz the Cat, there was a few other freaking movies that were not made for kids, but like I said, they fell in the ether. Nobody was talking about it. If it wasn't Disney or Warner Brothers back then doing an animated all age, yes.
Conclusion: corporatized entertainment ruins everything. which is 90% of my theory about what's
But yeah, it's you try to cut to make more profit, and then then in the end the product ends up paying the price.
I mean, corporatize anything just fucks art up. And literally, that's 90%.
And that's why we're doing.
about-
And that's why we're
art.
doing all our best work in the indie field now.
I think so. I think in mainstream quote-unquote comics, there are a lot of good artists, but granted, I don't keep up with mainstream books anymore, and I'm sure there are still good stories. I'm not one of those people who think there's nothing good coming out of the mainstream, but I've always gravitated more towards indies, and even before the crowdfunding scene, I came on Indiegogo. I've been a fan of Image and IDW. That was almost exclusively what I read because it was new ideas. It just feels more innovative.
Well, I was a big fan of Dark Horse and Image me back then.
Yeah. Dark Horse before they died, and it never makes sense why the model of superhero comics kind of just regurgitating the same stories or this is the same character that's 80 years old and let's just keep on telling stories, or let's kill them off and then resurrect them in a new universe. And I didn't quite get it, and if people grow up with it, they're cool with that, they get it, that's their thing. That's cool, but I didn't get it. It doesn't appeal to me. I want new stories. It's just it's weird. But it's again, I'm a foreigner. That indies and original ideas appeal.
That's what made. Look, if you look at comics, right, there's big moments where there was technically a art revolution in comics. One of them was in the 40s. It was Stanley and Kirby, and what they did is that they were able to break that stigma of only having bad guy shows up or damsel in distress, right? Then the bad guy has to fight, barely loses, and then wins. That was only what you had there. But they brought the extra little human factor. Like Spider-Man going to something and having a cold because his underwear was fucking cold, wet. Or, he's going somewhere, but he feels like shit because he should be next to his Aunt May that's sick in the hospital. Those type of human behavior. Humans characters are humans too in a way. You have to give them flaws. Okay, it's psychology proves it. That you're somebody that's very, very driven. You will have flaws. You have other weaknesses. The other things will elude you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So any traits that's high, another one will be lower compared to other people. That's how people are. So you have to have flaws within your characters. Superman's flaw is not the fact that he's like they said one day he's a Boy Scout. No, it's the guy that needs to live in a cardboard world. So he needs to keep in check because just getting upset and going screw you and yelling too loud could blow somebody's mind head off or something.
Yeah.
So a guy cannot get mad. The guy has to be in check all the time. That's a character trait, character flaw that makes him interesting. But if you're just gonna try and go hey, Superman comes and somebody's gonna pull out kryptonite and he's weak now, it's not interesting.
Well, the thing is, comics is this all ties back to what we were saying about why people have a preconception about what comics and animation can do, especially in America. It's just another medium for telling a story, and writing is writing, storytelling is storytelling. You can tell the same story in film, live action film, in a novel, in comics, and in animation. There is no bar telling you can't have this character. A good story is a good story. It's just you have to tell it in a different way, but
you can't.
There are no constraints to what kind of story comics can tell.
But it's like saying you can't really have a novel without a cover, and you can't really have a movie without a storyboard, which are all in a way comic book art.
Seen movies without storyboards.
Yeah,
but storyboards
movie.
Not like comic books. It's similar, but it's different. It's supposed to be sequential art, but it's different art. I've done storyboards.
It depends if you apply it to your comics.
I mean, it helps. Working in animation, I think that I would recommend any comic artist to learn how to do at least basic animation, because it really helps your like.
It's one of my first advice I give people
the-
is like, one of the things is get any art book, comic book that you want. It's all good, but get the animator's survival guide. The animator's survival guide. That's the book that if you're an animator, they tell you to get. It's by the guy that did Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He's the master animator from the freaking Disney years, and you learn everything from the. Yeah, from the you learn. Yeah, it's the one with all the characters aligned, walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, dude, animation and study animation if you want to do comics. And,
That's where the beanbag comes from. Yeah.
The beanbag. Yeah. I mean, it's like basic. It's like the basic animation. So it's the understanding comics book for animation. Let's put it that way. Understanding comic club. Which, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, if you're listening to this and you don't know where to start learning comics, read understanding comics by stopping class.
And most of the greatest comic book artists in the world, including Kirby, were animators, in-betweeners. And if you ever ask them what they were, they would tell you, I am a cartoonist. I am a storyteller. Artist, when you're an artist, there's different things like, Frazetta was more than just a freaking painter and an artist. Every piece he ever did was telling you an entire story. It was a scene that you could animate in your head. There's something different.
Yeah. And
I remember the first day I saw the Death Dealer as a kid. I was like walking in a museum. Like, you're seeing this, you're seeing like, all the paintings, and you're like, you see Frazetta, you're like, what's that?
It's because he's not just, and good artists do this. I think this is what makes art, what takes someone's art from just being technically good, because you can understand the mechanics and you can be well trained, but what pushes someone to the level of Bernie Rice and what pushes someone to the level of Frazetta, it's an understanding of everything that you're drawing. Like, I don't know if this makes sense, but it's like, it's something I try to do, and sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. It's feeling what you're drawing, like every layer. Like when you're drawing a person, your mind should understand like almost the motion. Does that make sense? You're not just drawing the form because this is what your art textbook told you. You understand everything.
But that's the thing. It's
you see it in 3D in your head.
That's what I always say.
Entire image in 3 dimensions. When you're drawing it, and that's when your art.
That's the thing that animation. That's the thing that knowing about animation and stuff like that helps you, especially when you study in movies and stuff like that. It's the fact that it's not a composition. It's not just about putting a character there and then going, what am I going to put in the middle ground? What am I going to put there? It's technically thinking of a scene, getting it animated in your head, and picking the best still moment that will reflect all that in one shot. It's like it's the same thing as photography.
Yeah, and honestly, after you do it, it's almost instinctive. But when I was studying comics, one of the first exercises they do in like intro to sequential art is we're supposed to tell the same story in a 3-panel comic strip, and then as a 1-page comic, and then as a 3-page comic. It's teaching you, well, first of all, how to tell start, beginning, middle, and end. Very simple 3 parts, right? But a good comic artist will be able to stretch and pull, expand and contract any story, and you should have full control over that. You have understanding paneling and pacing, and that's like the most basic part about doing comics. It's picking which parts of the story you show to control timing, and
you should be able to get a good feel of the story without the words also.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. I talked about this before. Comics should read in thumbnail form. Like, if it doesn't look good as thumbnail, if people can't understand the general story, then you have a problem. Like, if they have to read the dialogue, know what's going on, then I mean, if
you're in trouble.
It's like very dialogue intensive, then readers aren't going to know the details until they read dialogue. But just from the character expressions and from not even just the expressions, but the framing. The framing should dictate the mood, and the paneling can say something about the pace and the mood of the entire scene. That should come across in just
keyword.
your thumbnail for. And if it doesn't come across, you're failing.
Keyword show don't tell.
Anyways, read Understanding Comics by Comic Club. It's a really good book.
Yeah, it's freaking amazing. Like I keep saying, like Will Eisner. Will Eisner is a great one to go check. Like the Art of Storytelling by Will Eisner. It's an amazing book to read. Like that guy was fascinating.
I gotta say, I appreciate the copious amounts of beefcake on your campaign. So I'm just like, stay on these pages.
Hey, I'm fan servicing everyone.
Yes. Chat. That's why I'm just like gonna. I'm gonna stay right here. Let's see. Also,
It's one of the things, like when somebody came to me one day going like, "Hey, you over-sexualize women." When I was first coming out with Nat the Merc, right? Because people were saying Rose and the Wani. I'm like, dude, I over-sexualize everybody. I fan service everyone. There's something for the boys and the girls.
That's
and everyone in between.
I support that. Yeah.
I offer cheese. Like I offer cheesecake and beefcake.
Cheesecake and beefcake. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any. You're over-sexualizing women comments with Ragna, my super busty girl. I guess I haven't drawn her that much because she's gonna be.
It's okay. You're a girl. You're allowed.
Yeah, I guess so. But
it's just guys. If we do it, it's bad.
I'll get it. It's stupid. I am for equal opportunity exploitment. That is my philosophy.
What's up, Derek?
What's up? Hi, Frankie knows. Hail chat. Man, yeah. Whew. Comics is it's hard to do, but it's a beautiful medium.
I love it. I'm sorry. Like I cannot do it. Like when I was in university, there was like at least like a year or two that I couldn't really do much art wise. Like I had to do like really animation and 3D rendering and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, it's a niche. I couldn't. I had to like take weekends off and draw comics.
Dude, when I first graduated college, I went. Well, my first job at college, technically it was for Marvel, but then I stopped giving me work for a while. So I was like, I need to pay the bills. So I went to work in animation for like years and years. And I didn't even know how miserable I was until looking back. I realized I was honestly depressed and just like forcing myself to get up every day because, first of all, it was like shitty entry level job, right? It's like, oh, you're doing art, but it wasn't like a creative art job. I was just tracing over 3D models. They just needed somebody to like who could like just trace things and like apply the filters that the company assigned to you, and there was like nothing creative about it. And you're just a beginner, you straight out of college, nobody respects you, and it was it barely paid my bills. It was good for coming right out of art school. I guess it could be worse. But it was oh my god, I was so miserable. And
the worst part was when doing this, you make less money, but you're happier even though you're stressed. Like we discussed this before. Like going freelance, doing our own thing can be very stressful. But I've never been this happier in my life.
I don't know if I would call it stressful because the thing is I like having a ton of work. I like being always busy. If I don't have something to do, I would.
But that's not what I mean by stressful. What I mean is the safety net of a job.
Yeah, I don't need a safety net.
You don't need it. You're happier without it.
That's never been what I've been about. Well, it's I think sometimes I regret, like, I feel like I spent a lot of my 20s wasting time working in animation and gaming. And then again, I'm like, well, I probably needed that experience to know that I didn't.
You learned a lot.
Just doing that. Yeah, I learned a lot. And there are things that were applicable in animation and gaming. I learned from working in those jobs that I didn't like that I can apply now to comics, and particularly the business side of things. And, many other aspects of things I learned there, but I knew that was not for me. And I kept on doing those jobs because that's what society tells you, that's what your family tells you, that's what my professors told me. You have to make a living, just take whatever job you can. Like, you want stability, But it's, I understand that's smart, and you want to have a fallback. And right now, like, doing yoga is not my only gig. It's my dream, it's my main thing, but always don't never have your eggs in one basket. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying.
Nope.
But like, doing animation and getting full time, that that was just not for me. Because I wanted more than stability. I wanted to actually be creating something, like doing something.
Motivated, inspired.
I was making banging money doing gaming. Of course, gaming money is fucking fantastic, but I was fucking unhappy. I was eating. I was overeating. I was depressed. I was unhealthy. It was like the worst time of my life, and I had to go. And everyone's like, "Oh, you must have made it. You make so much money now." It's like,
yeah, you must be so happy,
no,
so
why
proud.
do I feel miserable? Why do I feel miserable? So, Max, is my audio still so bad?
And
Fuck, man.
I saw that post that you made, and I agree with you. It's one of the things, like doing storyboard. Just doing storyboard, you get paid like $50 to $100 minimum just to do a panel.
Oh, that's not my experience, but okay. It depends on what you're doing storyboards for. If you're doing storyboards for movies, then you get paid a lot more. But if you're doing storyboards for animation, it's it's still better than, I don't know, a lot of other jobs, and it's very stability. You're still going.
I did them for movies.
Project for project. Yeah, for movies, it's definitely it's a lot more money. I did them for animation, and it's okay. I know, it's about the same, doing like story.
I thought it was about the same. Is it that lower?
No,
I haven't worked in animation.
Okay. I think the difference is not just because it's for animation. I think the difference is television and the big screen. It's TV and movie. So that's it. Because I only did storyboards for television. So.
Yeah, that's what I did. Cause storyboard, I did them for like movies or something like that. But other than I didn't do animation for storyboard. For animation, I did concept art for video games and other stuff.
Right, Max. I'm sorry about my audio. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, we tried everything.
Any of the tree, so you're trying to fix it, and I left and came back. It's just crappy.
Like technically, she would have to leave the stream and come back every 5 minutes.
No, it's only okay for like 2 seconds, and I come back. I'm just gonna adjust my volume. Is it? Let me turn my volume down a little bit. Okay, whatever. So, we did everything.
It's not as bad.
I apologize for the mistake. Maybe it's just the game needs to go down. You're right. Let me turn that down. Let me see. It's just my voice, everyone. My voice just sounds like shit. The audio needs to turn up. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I know it's
fine one week, then it's not fine. At least. Anyhow.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. You're right. I have a show to run and we have to continue. So, tell us about this Nat character. What's his background? Where's he come from? It's pretty cool design.
That's technically a hybrid. What you know from him from the beginning is, and because he doesn't know much about himself neither, right, from his original where the blue arm, the teal arm comes from. He's born with it. It's not something that was. It's not a cybernetic arm. It's not something that was there. He's born with it. Now, when people ask him what it is, he comes up with a different story every fucking time.
I like that.
That's a funny thing. He's always going to come up with a different story. But he was created he was part of an experiment from the engineers that they wanted to bring reconstitute an ancient DNA that's been gone, extinct for over 1,000 years, and they've been trying for a long time, and they finally succeeded. But the Federation found out about it, and they sent an assassin droid to eliminate the engineers and the experiment. But the assassin decided to kill the engineers, but when he came to kill Nat, he couldn't get himself to do so, and became his protector. So Nat's been raised by an assassin droid to be a merc. So he's been a merc since he's been a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, what he discovered from his arm is that he's technically a technomancer. So any technology that he touches with that arm can technically hack it and control it. He can connect he can grab a cannon, attach it to his arm, and it will work. It can change into a sword, blades, and maybe even tendrils. Like he can engulf somebody's face with it.
Dude,
but
awesome.
another
thing
that
really
another thing.
That's cybernetics.
Mm-hmm. But what it is little spoiler. It's technically a. No, I won't. You'll figure it out. You almost got something out of me.
I almost did.
It creates an energy, and as you can see there, like you can make a pair of glasses out of it, which comes with an internet UI type of thing, and he can control his ship and communicate with his with Bob, which is technically his dad.
Seems a little overpowered, honestly.
But there's a price that comes with it. It's a bit like the idle hand idea. So it makes him need to have action. He needs to have always be in action. He needs to get that violence. He needs to get rid of that energy also. That thing takes care of him, and it's like a subconscious to him. So like he can be knocked unconscious, and the arm would protect him.
There he goes. I guess I sound really bad. I'm sorry. I'm glad you can still understand me. Guys. Yeah. Fuck my mic. Oh, what's going on? Anyways. So.
But as much as it can, as it does other things, it also needs to feed, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay, that's interesting. So he's grew up a merc, kind of an outlaw. He's raised to be a mercenary.
Yeah, mercs are technically like the freelance term. He's a freelancer, so then technically it's any type of jobs they can get, right?
Okay. So what's the story that you're telling in these two books? What happens in the first book?
In these two books, I'm telling you different stories. I'm telling you some Nat stories, some Loani stories, Rose stories, and I'm introducing you to a whole bunch of different characters. In the first one, you got introduced mainly to Nat and Rose, and you got technically like this type of tease of Loani. In number 2, Loani is the more dominant character in there with Nat. So one thing that you learn in number 1 is that she's technically Rose's sister, because Rose was dying of cancer, and her dad was creating a replacement body, but that body got stolen. She's not a cyborg; she's a synthetic being. Like she's a fully synthetic body that was made to be a replacement for her. So she's
I love our futuristic stuff like this.
By
the way, I switched my mic. Tell me if this sounds better or worse. It's probably just 3 hours. There's no saving it. Yeah, I love our futuristic stuff like this, where it's like technology almost becomes magic. That kind of stuff is really great.
But that's the idea behind it. It's that's why I always said like it's not sci-fi. It's more like a space fantasy. Right. There's no there will be some worlds that has magic. He's the term technomancer is somebody that can control and use technology like it was magic.
Right. That reminds me of so much stuff from Pathfinder. I love the Pathfinder modules where you can play technological stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my thing.
There you go. I got one way of telling you this without spoiling anything. It has to do with quantum mechanics and quantum physics.
Quantum physics?
The arm has to do with quantum physics.
I'm artist. I don't need you to not get too smart on me.
So that another thing is that arm cannot be scanned in X-rays, and the energy it produces cannot be traced. Because the ship he pilots is also powered by that arm.
Right. I like the concept, man. Yeah. I can't wait to find out more about it.
And if you think he's OP, wait till you see the rest of the goddamn universe he has to deal with.
Probably, yeah. This cover, it's always relative, isn't it? This cover is freaking great. This is my ink spots, isn't it?
Yeah, this is me in ink spot. This is me doing the pencil. This is me doing the pencil and him doing ink, painting over me. And dude, we both looked at it and we're like, dude, we had no idea what the hell we did, but we need to do more. Because we both look at it and goes, dude, it's like the perfect mix between it looks like a bit of a Bisley and Frazetta mix.
It does. I like
right?
It's Bisley, Frazetta, heavy metal,
and Masami Shiro in it. Right. You see it, right?
A little bit. I think to get the Masami Shiro vibe, you need to add more shine to everything. Everything that needs to have 3 rim lights, but you're almost there.
Yeah, but that's what I thought it was a bit too much sometimes.
How dare you?
My favorite story of his.
Oh my gosh.
My favorite book of his is Appleseed. I don't know what's yours. Me, it's Appleseed. I love it.
Appleseed is pretty good. I think I like the Ghost in the Shell comics. but
Ghost in the Shell was
I'm more
awesome.
like I'm more a fan of Ghost in the Shell. But Appleseed was pretty good. Yeah, Shiro's awesome, man. Yeah, I can definitely see that influencing your work. Really cool. I love that shit.
And this is, dude, Masami Shiro, man, I have his input. Like, he's the first mangaka that I saw, and I went like, "Holy shit!" And it was the cover of the VHS of Appleseed, and I'm like,
yeah, that was good. That was before
it did the same thing.
he went crazy digital. Like when he started.
Yeah,
going
and that's
digital, just chrome everything.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell 2 is weird. There's way too much 3D in there.
It's a lot going on. It's a little much. You need to calm down. But I still love his style. That kind of like retro anime manga style, but drawing futuristic stuff. I love it.
Dude, most of OG like the OG whatever anime used to have Masami Shiro's style. He was one of the biggest designer for anime back then.
Mm-hmm.
He was not just doing his mangas. He was also doing design for a lot of.
Yeah, he got like a very 90s style, like the puffy hair and everything. Honestly, I still really love it. Yeah, that style needs to come back. It's adorable. Adorable. The squealing destroyed both mics after months of abuse. I don't know. I think it's StreamYards because I just switched between my mics. I switched to my headphone mic, so it's not my mic, you guys. StreamYards, it is being a little bitch.
And you know what? I'll do this. This cover is the cover for Tales from the Natverse 2. It was available as a print for the first campaign. If anybody in the chat goes back that secret tier there, I have a few left, and I'll add that print.
Ooh.
You'll have the print of that painting in it.
Sweet. Can you post a secret tier again? Because you have a secret tier that's going on right now.
Just for you guys.
The stream. So you guys to check that out only during the stream. I'm so honored. Exclusively on my stream. Yay!
I thought it was a good idea to do that. I'm like, how can we take advantage of those secret tiers, right?
Yeah, no, that's a really cool idea. Yeah, I love it. So take advantage of that. Take a look. I love that cover. That's a really nice cover. Now
There you go. Here's the secret tier in there.
All right, rad. Check that out, guys. And so this is the Indiegogo or the site.
Can I show something before?
Natverse 2. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to show you something. Hold on. Because I hired somebody, a guy that does metal music, to do a theme song for Natverse.
Shit!
Uh-huh.
I want to do that too. Okay, I have so many thoughts. Literally, I just posted this on Twitter. I've been toying around with like kind of like mix pack apps and stuff because I want to make music for. I love the music. I freaking love music, but I can't I want custom made music.
But do like me that go around and find those people that do like royalty free music that are experimenting, that do maybe music that you like on YouTube. That's how I found the guy.
Oh, the thing is
I sent him a message
but I guess I'm just a little shy about like I'm like, oh, they're gonna cost like $50,000 or something. I can't afford it.
Nope, it did not. It cost me about what 200.
That's not bad. I'll look into that.
Check this out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make some music myself, but I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, let's see. Nice. I like that drawing. That's well done.
And the fun part is when you do that, you can put the music everywhere with no problem.
Oh yeah, that's it. Too. I want music that I can actually use on my trailers, and ideally, I want to have like kind of a mix tape to go with the comic and sell. But anyways, that's a different issue. This sounds really good, and it looks good. I like it.
Yeah, I'm slowly working on the
Dude, that's
trailer.
fucking awesome.
I did some little fillers there, but the idea is to have a fully, like I said, in the end, I want to have a fully. That's why it's 1 minute 30 seconds. How long are
Yeah.
anime intros?
They're long, but also you don't you don't want your comic trailer to be too long. You want it to be short for Indiegogo, but you can do like 2 versions of it, right? One for YouTube, one for like
Yeah, but I'm
Indiegogo.
talking about anime intro. The end game for me is to have when I'm done is to have a fully animated intro, like an anime series. So that's why I'm trying to get it at 1 minute 30. Yeah.
Right. The 1 minute 30 is pretty good. That's about right. That's about right.
That's awesome. The thing I wanted to show you because I'm pretty proud of it. I thought it came out cool. Now I just have to get somebody to. I just need to get somebody to sing and write some lyrics.
Right. Well, here, do it yourself.
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get also one of my girls to sing with me because Hannah can sing like crazy.
I've never regretted having no musical talent more than right now because I'm like I love music and I want like a cool trailer. I want to have good music for the website, and it's just a freaking struggle because I'm really picky. There's like a very specific sound because I like metal, but also pagan folk stuff like Ord or Hylung, and I want like an in between of that. It's like symphonic metal, like gothic metal, and pagan stuff. And like, how do I find that? And who do I hire for that? It's just really complicated. But man, I'm gonna learn how to play.
No, music wise, I know a lot of people that have been finding people on Fiverr.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard good
and
things
for maybe like between anywhere between like 100 to 150 or maybe 200, you could get somebody to write you a pretty decent song.
Cool. Look, I'm gonna turn my mic back to the. Let me see.
And yeah, sketch therapy. We know we were late because of it. We tried to fix the volume, but it's just StreamYard. It's just I don't know for some reason
it's StreamYards.
Yeah.
It's StreamYards. I don't know what's going on. We've been trying to fix my mic, and the quality has been absolutely terrible. Hold on, let me check if this is actually the mic. Do I sound further away right now?
Not that much.
Really?
And thanks, Derek.
What about right now?
It's still the same.
Really? Shit, is it even connected? What the fuck?
It even seems that there's a little delay sometimes.
Really?
That's why it comes in faster. That's
why,
why,
guys. We're like troubleshooting live. This is embarrassing. But what if this thing? It should be going through like my good mic, like this thing. So, oh my fucking god! I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Tell us about your Natverse 2 campaign while I deal with this shit. Please, por favor, thank you.
So yeah, sign up for Tales from the Natverse campaign. I'm gonna have a cool secret tier for you guys when that's ready to launch. Right now, I'm almost 40 page in the book in black and white, beacon and starting the colors. So we're getting a little head start before the campaign goes live. We're planning to go live around January, but there's a lot of people launching in January all of a sudden. So I'm thinking maybe waiting till February. The idea is we also want to be working on those, touching up those little sketchy animation there. The idea is to have it like nicely with like you'll have like a fully rendered page, break into a sketch animation, then go back to a fully rendered page. Because those 2 animated scenes you saw in the little trailer that I have there, they're actually 2 scenes from the book. And if Rennie wants to share my screen for a sec, I'll show you those pages as a little teaser of Tales from the Natverse 2. See, that's the first animation you see in there when she goes up the building. The bike breaks to pieces, making the armor. I was a big fan of Bubblegum Crisis and all those animes. I think I came up with my cool original version. Here's another one when she's fighting the Federation goons. Yeah.
Is this better?
Try again.
Is this better? Hello?
It's a bit better. It's just a little bit static, but it's better.
I think this microphone actually wasn't securely plugged in, so I reset it because I've been unplugging this. I reset it on the other end.
Okay, now leave and come back.
Bye.
Let's see if it's gonna reset everything and make everything work. Yeah, Bubblegum Crisis, the original OVA was freaking awesome. I like to rewatch it once in a while.
I'm back. This is a
And
professional
you're sounding perfect.
sandwich. Do I sound perfect? Oh my god! Okay, the stat's gonna be back in like 2 seconds, but
Hopefully not.
me, shit, this thing was unplugged in on the other end, but it was showing up on my options, but I think the USB was like.
Yeah, it was doing the same thing to me last time. Remember when I told you
Oh
it was
my
bugging for
fucking
me
God.
for a while? Yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Okay.
Oh no.
Is it
No. The static's going. No.
my fault? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. Fuck it. There's nothing about it. I'm so.
Let's finish the show like this and.
Yeah. No, let's just continue. Literally, I'm
But
so
see
sorry.
what?
Some days stream.
So see now you guys can see live what we've been going through since the beginning of the show. Like before the show.
Well, yeah, that's what we were
we're
doing at the
dealing with.
beginning. Wait, I thought it's like, oh my, my mic wasn't plugged in correctly. I switched between mics, but no, it's literally just stream yards. All right. Anyways, please continue talking about your campaign. This is what we're here for.
No problem. Hold on, I'm gonna show you a little something else here.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
Just
I
one
know I
second.
want it. I hate it.
And here's
I want to have
the other little animation. And remember when you were saying you were working on a drawing and you always see them animated?
Mm-hmm.
I was hanging out with Scotsman working on
Yeah.
this, and I'm like, dude, I keep seeing it animated with this, with the smoke trail in the back, like you see here. Like I keep seeing it animated. The next morning, I had the animated.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a cool composition. I like it.
And if you see here, a little wing to heavy metal.
Cute. Yeah, that's a nice composition. I like it.
Thanks. But as you can see, it's a lot of work. I still have to draw all the people in the
you put
background.
a lot of detail into like the text stuff and all. Really awesome.
And if any of you have seen that heavy metal animated movie, in there I do a wink at it. Right here. If you remember the car scene when the car comes out of the shuttle, goes down and into the planet. There you go. He does it with his bike. That's my little homage to heavy metal, the movie.
Nice. Yeah, Frankie knows his nice page. I agree. It's a nice
Thank
page.
you.
Looks good. So, when will you be launching the live campaign for the second book?
I was planning on launching it around on January 20th, but there's like 25 campaigns launching around the same time.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I'm either going to launch on the 20th or maybe February, but I'm not waiting longer because I want the book out by technically my birthday in May.
Right.
Yeah. I'd like it to be
that's
out.
Funny is I was thinking of launching around the same time, but I'm like, maybe I'll wait until February.
Yeah, I announced a long time ago. I'm like, I'm launching in January. Now you have mail-in, everybody's launching, and I'm like, there's like 25 books launching in January. Maybe you want to take a step back for like.
Well, the thing is, for my book, I didn't want to have too big of a gap between fulfilling the first book and launching the second book. But I don't know. It's part of it is just you have to be ready. I want to have everything ready before launching. I don't want to rush it. And also, I think like a month is not that bad of a gap. It's not that bad.
No,
and
I think like
you don't want to launch at the same time as everybody else.
No, that's the thing. Like, yeah, otherwise, yeah, you're fighting for everybody's wallet at that point because I'm a backer as well, and I know you back books too, and you're limited on how many books you can back a month.
Yes. Oh, I know. Yeah, definitely. It's
and especially if you're like me,
people-
international, and you pay double the price because of shipping. Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to launch the same time as everyone else, because then, well, it's like even if people want to get your book, they're gonna have to pick and choose. So it's best to keep in mind what other people are launching. That's a smart idea. That's a smart idea. I think I'll probably be launching Fiendish in like February-ish. So it was going to be. I was originally
February. There you go.
Yeah, it was gonna be like right around New Year's at first, but like that's not happening because
Yeah, me too. I was
because
like,
chapter
New
1.
Year. Then no, okay, 20th. Nah.
Yeah, well, I had like a bunch of printing delays for the first book, so that got pushed back. So I'm like, well, honestly, it gives me more time to work on the chapter 2 campaign and have more pages to show and everything, and have Nick color the pages and all that. Because I want the campaign to be really nice, and there's so much other stuff I want to get ready for it. But also, it's frustrating that chapter 1 is taking longer than I expected to get printed. But still, like, I have more time to work on chapter 2,
But
and so I'm looking at February.
There's always little delays. Unless you're
Well,
like,
I try to
unless you're all set.
not have that.
Yeah, but it's always gonna happen. You know it. There's always a little something that happens. You can be prepared all you want. First thing you learn when you're one of those people that always try to get everything planned and prepared, nothing always goes according to plan. You have to be prepared for that, you know.
Well,
but yeah, I
I
saw
don't
what
know.
happened with you. You was the UV thing, right? Or did you have
It was
another
the UV
issue?
thing. No,
Yeah.
it was like communication was frustrating, but my original printer, they had my print file for weeks, and then they had my specification. They knew that I needed spot UV on the cover, and they didn't tell me they couldn't do it. And when they told me, it was after they had my print file for weeks, and then the way they said it was, well, because on the website they said they could do spot UV, but they apparently were overloaded. They couldn't do spot UV for the rest of the year or for the next few months entirely. So I'm like, I need spot UV on the cover, and I know it seems like a small thing, but it's important. It's the cover, and it's also a stretch goal that I promised everyone. I'm not going to print hundreds of books and not have, this important thing. But I asked my backers, obviously, because the customers are the most important, and I had everyone vote on Indiegogo, and people, vast majority asked me to look for a new printer that could do the spot UV, so that's what I've done. The new printer is, like I told everyone, everything is underway. They've been great. The print file is ready, and they're actually formatting everything for print right now. So
I know the first one was Mixum. Who's the new one?
I'm going with comic impressions. I looked at a few people, but I had.
Yeah, I've seen their website. They look pretty. They look pretty decent. Yeah.
They're nice. So far, I haven't.
They're the ones that had like. They're the ones that had chromium covers as well, right? On their website, if I remember.
No, I think that's API, but
Okay.
I think comic impressions. I don't know. They've been very accommodating. I think like anything I ask, they're like, we'll try to do it. They've been, honestly, the customer service has been great. I'm very happy with it. And like Mixum is they're like kind of a go-between between you and the printer. So sometimes like they're like a bigger company. Communication can be very impersonal. It's frustrating, but it's been great with comic impressions.
I mean, it's why I count myself really freaking lucky, and I'm a loyal type of guy. And I found myself like a printer in my area, and he does my books the way, like, nobody's disappointed. Everybody loves the quality, and I'm gonna stick with him because I don't have any issue. Right?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I have variant covers. They barely charge me for nothing. I asked them. It was the first time they never did a sketch cover, right? So they tried it, tested it, and they reached out to me going, "The paper we have is shit, cat. Do you mind if we use Bristol?" I'm like, and they almost didn't charge me nothing. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fucking.
Don't you love a printer like that? Like, they'll reach out to you to make sure. Go, oh, look, we've made a test. It's not that good. Do you mind? It won't cost you that much more, but we'll go with this instead. And I'm like, yeah, go.
Well, that's how I expect a printer to function, because they're a service, and these books are important to me. So, if you want a repeat customer, that's the approach I want from a
printer. And if
printer.
it's going to cost me like an extra $100 compared to like Mixum to have that type of service, I'll pay that extra $100, and that's it. I'd rather that. And local, you save on shipping.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm paying a lot more for, well, not relatively speaking. I am paying more for my new printer, but it's worth it. And so far the customer service and back and forth has been great, and I've heard good reviews about them. I'm going to wait until I actually hold their books in my hands to give a final word, but I will pay more for better service and like attention to detail, because I want the people printing the books to care. Like, that's their job. I care about my job. You should care about yours as well. So, by the way, this I do have a hard copy proof of this.
Put your screen in giant. Yeah. Oh, that looks so sweet. I think I'm supposed to have. I'm supposed to have a copy. I'm supposed to have a copy going to Chris. If not, I'm gonna go back it again.
With what? Oh.
No, I did back it, didn't I? I'm wondering if I backed it with Chris because I know I have a copy coming.
I think you backed it. Did you get the? You got the color because you got it early on before I had the grayscale.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, but this is a test hard copy proof of the color, and so
Square bound too. Oh yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, perfect bound and everything. I mean, it's a thick book. It's 60 pages, so I had to go perfect bound, and everything came out. This is from Mixum because I had already ordered a hard copy proof before I canceled like my larger order. So I'm like, okay, I'll just I already ordered it. So I have like 2 copies of this, and everything is the way. And I'm sending this to my new printer so they can use this as a reference. And but everything except the cover, like there's going to be spot UV on the title, but also I lightened the colors a bit because I don't think like it looks different on camera, but in person
you went with the matte finish, right?
Kind of dark. It's matte.
Am I seeing it right?
It's matte finish. So in person, it's actually darker than it seems on camera, and I realized that's too dark, so I lightened the cover. I moved the title up a bit because it seems too low. So those are like small changes. The cover will look a little bit nicer because I'm really picky. I wanted everything to be perfect, and there'll be spot UV here and in the corner and on the back cover as well. So, by the way, this is by Nick. I really like the back cover. So yeah, but this is how the final book will look. Everything except for the cover. And all right, spoilers. But yeah. So I have this in my hands. It's real. It's happening, and I just need to wait for the final print run.
When are you gonna get the
It's
order?
happening, guys. What?
When is the order coming in?
It's probably going to be like, I'm gonna be honest, another like 2 or 3 weeks because they have paper shortages right now, and it's not like a local thing. I'm going with the Florida printer, but it's nationwide. Everybody is having paper shortages.
It's worldwide. It's worldwide. It's in France. It's everywhere. Like even the French editors wrote that they can't be publishing as much. And
yeah, it's absolutely insane. So by the way, the grayscale books are still shipping right away. So I already have these. These are done. I'm just waiting for the colors for anyone who doesn't know. Yeah, there's a freaking worldwide paper shortage. So printing is just going to take longer than normal, which there's nothing to do about it. It's frustrating, but it's not their fault at all. It's just the way things are. So they estimated like give it another 1 to 2 weeks longer than to be expected, and there's just nothing you can do about it. But I'm looking to fulfill like mid-January. That's what I'm estimating right now. Yeah. I know that things happen, and for most campaigns, shit happens, and you're always gonna run into snags. But I don't know. I wanted this campaign also turned out much bigger than I anticipated at first. I was expecting this to be like a small campaign, like $3,000 or something.
Yeah,
but still,
I remember you came in. You only had the black and white too, as well. You added the colored edition after. Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally gonna be just the black and white book because I wasn't expecting to have so many things go in to have it in color. But just beyond that, I don't know. I don't really feel like that's an excuse. I think some of these things are a reason, but I want to keep my promises and fulfill when I say I'll fulfill. I did fulfill the grayscale the month I said I would fulfill it originally. So the book was originally going to be in grayscale, and I fulfilled it the month I was originally going to fulfill it. It's just the colors have taken so much longer because that's multiple branches have been thrown in, into that project.
As a backer, Ernie, and a lot of and from the consensus of most people that crowdfund, they don't mind waiting a bit as long as it doesn't take more than a year, and you keep them updated.
Oh God, no.
And they see the process. They what they want is to see that you're trying to give them the best that you can, your best stuff. And I'm sorry, we know you are. And
I've heard that, and I'm glad that people say that. People have been very gracious.
I used to stress a whole bunch about it, and people told me the same thing. And it's true. You think about it, you just do what you.
Well, people have been really gracious about it, but still, it's more of I want to learn what lessons I can from this campaign, so the next one will go
Mm-hmm.
smoother because I know exactly what. It's nothing you can't predict paper shortages, but for example, I wasn't expecting this book to be in color, so the second book we're going to color it right from the start, and
Trust me, I know what
I'll
you
know
mean.
how to
But
schedule things better.
with Blood Hunt, when I came to the point of fulfillment, they closed borders. They closed all shipping between Canada, US, and all the rest. So
Yeah.
I was going insane. I'm like, how the hell am I gonna deal with that? Right? It took me a while, but how do you think I know so much about shipping? I figured out that business shipping was not counted in the blockage, so I opened myself a business account and I decided to send a bulk shipment to Beacon, which was there in 2 days.
Oh, that's smart.
I
You
circumvented
gotta
the
look into these
entire
options.
freaking thing because you could send something and it would take 2 to 3 months. I got my box
Yeah.
there. Everybody around the world started getting their books in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. I've heard that getting like a UPS, an account with UPS is smart too. I gotta look into
Yeah,
that.
but it's me and my colors Beacon. Like we partnered up and we're like, you know what? We'll help each other. A lot of shipping for me, like because I'm in Canada, right? Commonwealth. I can ship to UK cheaper than you guys. Same thing for other places.
Yeah.
He can ship cheaper from over there. So he bulk shipped me something. I bulk ship in some boxes, and then he remails. And then we can. That's how we can offer $15 shipping between Canada and the US. So when you have somebody
really
on your
good rate.
team, yeah.
That's a really good rate. Yeah, there are a lot of people who help fulfillment, like international creators will ship their books to someone within the United States, or someone within the United States will ship their books in bulk to someone in Australia, and then they fulfill. And that's another thing about the sort of scene that's growing up around Indiegogo and doing these indie comics. It's like people freaking help each other out. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
But I love to see it. But then there's things you just can't do anything about, like Australia shipping right now. Because nothing is going there.
It's one of the things that we used to talk about on stream is like people don't forget that even all the competitive in all businesses, okay, all the McDonald's, Burger Kings and stuff like that, they all have meetings discussing on how they're gonna deal on promoting their business. It's the same thing with comics. Marvel, DC would meet up every goddamn year and plan their years and discuss what they're gonna do for the business, for the industry, and then they would compete the hell out of each other to be the one on top. Every company usually have a meeting about the general industry where it's going to keep it healthy. Then they compete. So people need to be happy to see more people coming in and being successful in this, because otherwise the indie industry would not be solid like it's going right now. Like right now it's technically taking over the mainstream.
I see it going there. I don't know if we're quite there yet. I think it's complicated, isn't it? Because then there's a lot to parse there. We don't even know what
the only thing that we have
really
right now is we have a lot of diversity of concept stories and shit like that, right? We're technically a bit like the American mangas or European comics. Yeah, we have a mix of everything.
I like being here.
Now the only problem is visibility.
Ideas. Yeah, obviously.
That's why I've been attacking Amazon. Remember, the Red Label Indie Comic Showcase is on Amazon for digital.
Right? Yeah. By the way, you guys should, if there's a way, do you want to drop the link in the chat as well? That's a really cool collection. So you did the Red Label Showcase, which is like a collection of indie comics. It's like a huge compendium of like samples, not like full comics, but samples from different indies.
Yeah, there's 270 pages, and me and Rennie are two other people in there that put like 30 pages of our book in there. And
I threw the entire. So I put, if you see on the website for Fiendish, I have the preview on. By the way, I have the color pages updated. So this entire thing is how the Red Label Showcase, because I released like the first 20 pages for free because I was like, it's my first book. I want people to be able to read it and see how they feel, and just like, I'm not going to be giving away half my book every time, but this is just to show everyone what the story reads like, and to show them that hey, this actually exists and you can read it and get a feel for it. But anyway, yeah, check out Red Label because my work is in there. You can read it and get a sampler for different indie books, because that's the idea behind it. It's to let everyone get a little taste of different indie projects and kind of try it out before you buy it. So it's a really cool idea, and it's kind of like a Shonen Jump idea. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah.
And we need something like that for American comics or indie comics.
The
in
idea
America,
was
I would
like
say.
was like Shonen Jump, and remember Preview? There was Preview magazine, or you would go to the comic book shop, and a Top Cow or Image would have like a free or 99 cents little preview of multiple stories that would be coming, just to hype people up. Yeah. That's where the idea came from. And here's the link. I'll put it in the chat.
I think that
And, if you're part of the Amazon Kindle group, you read it for free.
Right. I think the idea of having sort of a sampler compendium for indie comics is a really, really good idea, because you can just browse Indiegogo, but sometimes a lot of projects get hidden and bumped to the back, and sometimes, honestly, some people don't really know how to to market their work on the Indiegogo page, and a comic might be awesome, but it's just like the description is awful, and it's like they don't have their best work, or they don't put the cool cover art on.
But my idea
there, and it's like, okay, you need a sample.
But my idea was this. The idea came from that is like there was a lot of people in indie that don't like digital comic, right? I don't like to read digital comic. But I don't mind offering them, if that makes sense, right? But there's a lot of people that don't like it, and I just thought, but why don't we just use it to promote them? We can just make it like it's a flyer you go put on a platform that readers don't even know about, Kickstarter or on Indiegogo or anything like that. And you're gonna put samplers there, and every information on everybody is there, and with a nice finance on Indiegogo.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of digital either. It depends. Like, manga has been going digital pretty hard, but I don't know. Like, at least for the way I make comics, personally, I want to make my comics for print. But I've gotten so many requests from especially international people to have digital copies available. What I think I'm going to do, first of all, I'm doing multilingual releases for my book, and it hasn't happened yet. It's in the works. I still have to do the lettering for the Japanese edition, but that's going to be digital, because I'm not going to do a full print run when it's not worth my money yet. But if I want to do Spanish edition and Japanese edition and release this digitally, and
we were talking about it a while back. I'm planning the same thing. Like I'm planning to have a Spanish version. My bro's Spanish. He's gonna translate it for me. I want a French edition for everybody else, but you can't print all of them. So then you make the English version available, and you can probably add on a little French version in it.
Yeah, man, dude, it's totally possible to go international and translate indie books. It almost doesn't cost that ridiculously much. And
another, did you know that with Kindle publishing right now, you can print on demand. They've been testing that, and now in beta you can print hardcovers.
Oh, that's
print on demand on Amazon.
Cool. Yeah. I didn't know you can print Kindle on. I know Amazon had print on demand, but
but now it's linked to their Kindle thing, so you can print on demand books.
Cool. Yeah, very cool. But there's multiple reasons too. I don't, digital isn't my priority, let's say, but I see the value in having a digital option. So what I think I'm going to do right now is the print books will always be my priority, and I'm going to run the Indiegogo campaign and fulfill every book first, but then after fulfillment is done, I'm going to release international editions and the digital versions for like people in Europe who just can't afford the shipping. So it's going to be after the print, but it's going to be there.
That's what I do all the time. I've been doing that all the time, because I think that the person that comes in and willing to pay that extra shipping to have my physical book deserves to have the book before anybody else. So I always fulfill my digital, my physical, and when I see people getting the physical, I wait. When I see that a lot of them got their books going, I got my book. I'm like, okay, release the digital.
Yeah. There you go.
And those are great moments.
That's the plan.
When people start sharing, I got my book. I'm like, yes.
It's great. I mean, I want to hold the final book of my own book in my hands, but it's one of the best feelings to have people, posting a picture of the book that you sent them, and they say they like it, and it's awesome. It's what I live for. It's so great.
Chris
Let's
is
see.
going, even with crowdfunding, I can't afford to keep shipping books internationally. That's why we have we help each other, and that's why I keep telling you, you can have people helping you out around it.
Yeah, I mean,
There's-
international. You you can get people to help you with like major areas. Like maybe you can ship some books to the UK or Europe or to Australia, but you can't cover all your bases. I guess our main audience, majority of my audience is American, some Canadian, but if you can make, I might look into trying to have like someone doing fulfillment for Europe and Australia. Honestly, the pain in the ass right now is Australia. I haven't checked the shipping in a while, but at least through the U.S. Postal Service. Honestly, it's more the fault of the U.S. Postal Service than anything else. It's prohibitive. It's like $60 to mail one book. It's something to do with their COVID restrictions. So when things like this happen, it's just you have to look at other options.
Yeah, I mean, I'm checking out. Yeah, I mean, I was checking with somebody in France, technically in Europe, that could do the same thing I'm doing with Beacon. So that could be another way of like being able to reduce shipping to Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. I gotta look into that because I've heard most of the people asking for digital have been in Europe because got a lot of people ordering my book from Europe, but man, I feel bad that
another thing I found out.
Can't afford to even.
There's another thing I found out, but that's just me. I don't really like the idea. Like that's why I don't use fulfillment centers. But they also have remailing centers. Me, it's just I don't really like the idea. I like the idea of knowing that I'm protecting my customers and just sending the entire info. I don't know.
Alex Fairby said,
but it's a possibility for people.
Right. Yeah. That's a good option. Alex Fairby says, I do think print on demand is a good solution for overseas customers, or at least offered as an option for countries where good print on demand provider operates. Yeah.
Leaving it as an option, that could be cool. Like you have the option of like unsigned. You could probably get it print on demand and ship directly. But if you want it signed, you'd have to pay the full shipping type of thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And as of right now, I'm signing all my books. I might not be doing that if I have to ship more copies, but right now I can sign all of them. See, Chris Fist is between U.S. shipping companies and comic countries like New Zealand, outright rejecting shipments. Things are rough right now for shipping. I just don't even know what's going on. Does anyone know why the paper shortage is happening beyond like supply chain? Because I know the reasons for the supply chain issues, but what's going on with just paper?
And
why is there a paper shortage specifically?
Paper shortage is because of the transport. So so
it's purely about shipping.
It's purely about shipping. Like it's transport. You have a whole bunch of freaking shipping trucks that have been like not moving for like months. So the paper and a lot of stuff is in there. You have the freaking boats that got stuck. Remember? So there's a lot of stuff stuck there. The problem right now is that there's a lot of those self-driving type of trucks that needs those computer chips that comes from China, and they're out. That's the other thing. That's the thing behind the paper outage.
Where do we have self-driving? We don't have self-driving trucks yet.
That's self-driving truck. I called it self-driving truck, like a freaking Tesla is. Like you have a driver in it, but it has a cruise control and it's a freight.
Fugly car from Tesla. I think that's something else.
Canada, we are the largest source of paper. And
Canada?
That makes sense. Right. And right now, all our export and import are, not that good right now.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Y'all nothing but trees up there.
I'm
gonna show it. I'm gonna get everyone a treat. You guys ready? While we talk about this global fucking disaster, I'm gonna give you guys a little treat.
And Chris,
we're putting up.
If you want to talk
with my audio,
if you want to talk about the print and demand, just let me know. We'll meet up and talk about it.
Right. I think you mentioned Amazon, but there are other options as well.
There's other option.
Yeah. Must be cheaper than shipping most overseas. So
the only reason why I'm checking into Amazon for print and demand, it's because if you're Amazon Prime, you won't pay shipping.
Yeah. I gotta look into that. There's so much to think about, but you've got to adapt with the market because it's not just like we figured out how to do this one Indiegogo campaign. It was successful, so this is the model you stick by. The market is changing, and especially right now, the global situation is changing. So there's always, first of all, there's always a way to improve on this, like streamlining the process of getting these books to people, and figuring out what exactly people want. We could always do better, but right now the situation is changing so much. So I like the idea of print on demand. I was kind of like about it at first. I don't know why. It just seemed like I think my issue is I want to control how the book comes out. I'm like, I do one print run. I know the books are the same quality. I can quality check everything. That's why I am still shipping out all my books myself. I'm packing and shipping everything myself because it's quality control. But I guess print on demand, people know that if the book comes out shitty, it's not your fault. It's the printer. And if you find hopefully you find a good print on demand service that won't fuck up your books.
But that's the way I'm seeing it. The way I'm seeing it is you do the campaign, right? Your campaign is the high-end freaking deluxe edition. So we're going all out and we're quality controlling everything. The paper, the this, you're sure to have great quality. And, when you go print on demand, that would be like selling your direct edition after your campaigns then. That's how I'm seeing it. I think that would be a good option right now. So you can have you can have your leftover for sale. Like right now, if you go on Inkslayer, you could find Bloodhunt stuff. I put my books there, and there's no third party, right? There's no body taking percentage on my book. And then you put your leftover of your campaign there. Those are the high-end deluxe edition, and then you can go put it and try and build a readership on Amazon with print on demand because shipping is free. I check all options. I check eBay. I check other places. I check the Kablam with their Indie Planet stuff, and I'm still thinking that to build a clientele and to make sure that they don't have to pay so much in shipping internationally, the best option so far is that one.
No, I'm glad to hear you talk about this because honestly, I've brushed off print on demand just because I'm a bit of a control freak with my books. But dude,
I'm the same.
Whatever gets the books to the backers though, at the end of the day, maybe this is what we have to do.
And right now you're when you're doing crowdfunding, you're having people coming to invest in your dream, making sure your dream is happening. You're offering them a high-end quality book, and obviously they want other people to discover the book afterwards. Otherwise, what's the point, right?
Yeah.
So you will offer like a direct edition that you have no control really over the quality, but everybody can read it. And if they ever want the high-end quality, that's signed and everything, they can find it on your website with the leftover of your campaign. That's my approach right now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look into that beyond from like having a digital release. I think I'll have digital releases for the translations, but print on demand for in English for European and Australian customers and such for the next book.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But if you do the print on demand with Amazon or something, right? And you do your you do French, Spanish, and this, you can put them on print on demand, and people can buy a physical copy of French, Spanish, Chinese.
That's true.
That's true. And
maybe that's a better option though, because I know there's like piracy is gonna happen no matter what, and I'm not gonna I'm going to just stop people from pirating my book. Honestly, if it gets popular enough to be pirated, that's gonna be a compliment. But still, I do.
Look, the people that pirated would never buy your book in the first place, and if they really like you, they'll go buy it.
That's true. There's nothing you can do about pirating, but I do want to disincentivize it as much as I can, and that's why I'm reticent to do digital. Besides from just, I like print books. I want my book to be a physical thing you hold in your hands. Like I make it like the texture of the paper. There's a reason I use the kind of film I do. There's a reason I do the spot gloss. Like the paper stock. I'm picky about all this shit. Like I know printing. I'm really into this stuff, and I want this to be like a nice thing you can put on your shelf. But it's but if you do digital, if that's the only option to get the book and the story of people, I'll do it. That's what I was going to do with my international editions. But dude, if you're gonna print on demand, that's harder to pirate, and also you can get your book to all over the world. It's just
the idea
you can't control the quality completely, and it'll also be a different type of printing. You're gonna get digital printing, but that's like my new things that no one except me cares about. Honestly, I'm like, it's not the same exact colors, but yeah.
No, but you know, the fans and readers also like to see that we're putting the work into it. We have plans further than just the campaign. That's what I say.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm in this shit for the long run. Well, I've said it before, but
me
that
too.
hasn't changed. In case anyone doesn't know, this is what I want to. I want to transition to this full time, long term, obviously. And this project is pretty much I plan on it being like the next 10 years of my life. And it's a little insane, but it's what I want to do. And so I'm going to do whatever it takes to figure out a way to make this sustainable and improve on my customer service with every book that comes out. That's the goal. Because I have to make it work. I have to make it work.
Yeah, because the customers are the customers are our dream makers.
Oh, that's true. That's why we're all here. Like that's why we're. I mean, we work hard on like writing and drawing, but like we are nothing without the customers, obviously. And
Nope.
I think, like we were talking about at the beginning of the stream, I think what I want to see is comics be appreciated as much as I think it should be, and not just my book, but every comics in general, especially in America, but just globally. Like I think this is a great fucking medium. Like there's a reason I pick comics is I can work in other industries. I've done the animation, I've done gaming, and I can be making a lot more money doing a bunch of other things. But I think this is a fucking fantastic medium. It's unique. It's awesome. It's been there for me my whole life, and it's saved me at so many points. I think a lot of people feel that way. So I want to share this with the world, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make that happen. I think that's why we're all here.
Yeah.
That's what Indie Comics is about. Down goes Solo. Yes. By the way, Yvonne just messaged me. He just got home, so he might be joining. I know I said some people might be joining, but I think everybody's busy right now because it's Christmas, and either they're tired or they're busy. So yeah, but let me see. Let me just tell him we're okay.
No, Jasper, it's been happening nonstop. It's one of the reasons why we started streaming late. Don't worry.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
We tried to fix it. She leaves it. She comes back. It works well for like 2 seconds. Then it goes back.
Yeah, I'm really.
It's StreamYard.
Sorry, there's nothing I can do about the mic. Maybe I do need to close it. I don't know. Is it my tabs? I always have this many tabs open, so I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I always have like a million tabs open. Nothing has changed since the last time I streamed. So it's StreamYards because I've switched between like 3 different mics. Anyways, down goes Solo. Yes, this is a cover for chapter 2. Should I? This is only the bottom though. Should I like show? Well, no, I've showed the whole thing on. Maybe I'll do a little sneak peek.
Oh, just show it. Just show it.
Okay, I've been posting the inks and like different parts of the inks, and if you've been following my Twitter, you should be able to put together what the full cover is. But I haven't shown the colors for the whole thing yet. I don't know. I posted it for my patrons, so I think I should keep it a secret because it's like this was honestly. I don't think I'm quite done.
So the treasure hunt is open. Go find the black and white full thing, so we can.
I have the inks. Yeah, you guys gotta like piece it together because I posted the other parts. I'm way zoomed in right now. This is like kind of a complicated cover, and I was pulling my hair out all week and coloring it because it was really complicated. But yeah, this is pretty much done. I'm still not quite happy with it. I think I'm gonna tweak it a little bit because I'm a perfectionist. But yeah. So yeah, this is a chapter 2 cover, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you. This is Swedish. This is gonna be chapter 2. This is Ragna. I am a tease. I'm so terrible. No. I'm showing it. Just a little bit. See? Isn't this good enough? I want to show more of it, but I can't. This is a treat for you guys putting up with my fucking audio issues this entire stream. Now I can.
And there you go.
Go up. I'll go up a little bit. And go up a little bit. Go up a little bit.
Did I say blade?
What's that? I don't know. What's that? Here. Let's do that.
That she'll show.
There you go. That's all. Hey, speaking of boobs, guys, I said I was gonna shout this out. Goblin Girl is closing tonight, so if you guys know our good friend Dan Plagle, go over to his channel. He's gonna be streaming until like 3 a.m. Eastern time and closing out Goblin Girl. So, if you wanted boobs and haven't gotten it yet, today's last day to get it on a live campaign. I think he's going in demand. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But either case, go over to his channel and go check out Goblin Girl friends. Oh, I gotta shout out my friend. Now you can all see my my inks. I'm just gonna scroll here. I'll show you the rest of the cover at this resolution. There. Oh my gosh! Look at all this! Wow!
Oh, okay, that's a cat person.
What? This is a cat. Okay. Everybody, guess what's going on?
That's a tiger's ear or something. That looks like a feline type of person with a sword.
Oh, is it? Is that what it is? Okay.
I don't know. Take a guess.
Oh, those are one of my runes. By the way, some people have noticed, and I'm very proud of people who noticed, I've been hiding these little symbols, and it means something. So, maybe a special prize for anybody who finds all of these little hidden symbols on every cover from now on. It's gonna keep on going. I don't even know where I am. Where the fuck am I? Oh my gosh, where am I? This is so complicated. Look, I'm showing you the full cover. Everybody hates me right now.
Too.
That's fur? It's is it? I wonder what is this? You know, that was uncannily correct that you guessed that there was a cat person. It's not a cat. I don't have cat people, but I do have something. I do have something else. Go look on my Twitter. I have the inks for this. Okay. Yeah. I do think that the final cover is pretty rad.
So a dragon being.
Yeah. You gotta look all the details, and I do a lot of like spatter effects and shit. It's not a dragon being. I don't even know where am I. Oh, okay. I'm over here. There.
She's lost in her drawing?
Yeah, because I'm too zoomed in. How much does everyone hate me right now? That's a nice mouth. Look at that mouth. No, this is Yomi. Yomi's on the cover. Alright, we're gonna stay on that eye. Yeah, you like this exclusive sneak peek? Alright, guys. Yeah, you guys happy with that?
Yeah, pixel by
so generous.
Pixel.
Yeah, pixel by pixel. I'm as zoomed out as I can. I can't zoom out anymore. It's physically impossible.
We can see the grid. Like, it's so zoomed in, we can see like the grid.
Yeah, this is a
yeah, that's exactly now, the pixel grid.
This is the most I can zoom in. This is a full resolution. I work at insane resolutions, by the way. So this is a tiny part. I work at 600 DPI.
Somebody's calling you now in the chat. Worst sneak peek ever.
I aim to serve. I'm here for the service, everyone. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know my microphone sucks. We will put an end to the suffering soon, but we're going to promote Nat one more time before I go and let this mic just draw its final breaths and go into the ether. This fucking... I'm so mad. I don't know what the problem is with this this stream, but make that a variant. What, this? Right here? Yeah. I'll make this a variant. Just the eyeball. No, I'm gonna have...
I think maybe the wire of your mic has died or something, got bended, something. Oh. It sounds really like a connection thing. Yeah.
I think because I think even though my good mic is plugged in, I think something is wrong with the connection. It's connected, so I don't know what it actually what the actual.
Yeah, maybe it's interfering with another one, because sometimes when I leave my camera hooked on, sometimes it just decides to I don't know which one I want.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'll figure it out next time. No, literally, I haven't changed anything since my last. Everything is literally the same. And just today, everything sounds like it's just underwater. I don't know what the problem is. So we're gonna put an end to the suffering soon. But microscope teaser, yeah, I'm so generous. That looks part cat. This is a character that shows up in chapter 1.
We call that pixel tease.
What you didn't know is this is a furry book, everybody. I shouldn't say that. People are gonna think I'm serious. Shit. I bet that it would not. Alex, how dare you? How dare you? Banned! I'm kidding. But how dare you? Snarkicon says, hi, folks. So, Poppy gonna say I pulled a Frega? He's in ER right now, and I'm gonna be a proud pop of a 5. Oh, a kidney stone. Oh, no! Oh, no!
Ouch.
Oh, man! That sucks. Oh, I hope you feel better. So, kidney stones suck. Oh. Yeah, man. I don't know. There's no way to say that. I hope it's gonna be painful. But we're here for you.
Check out AV8R's Surge's comment above. Just above this
I think
one.
it's a compression. It's a compression
Thing.
thing. It sounds like it's recording first and transmitting faster, runs out of data, so it pauses. Is it that bad?
Yeah. It seems like that. I think it's like, yeah, it's probably an option or something. But
I don't. What option?
because the thing is, it's like it's out of sync with your mouth. Like it does feel like it's recording, trying to filter something. So maybe your filters are too high, or that something. Well, yeah, let's just let it. We'll figure it out.
I literally haven't touched anything. I literally haven't. I don't know what the issue is. This is driving me crazy. I can troubleshoot, but it's just gonna be too painful. We're at like 2 hours already anyway, so fucking. I mean, we can keep on streaming. I think I'm gonna try to pop on boob dance later to help him close out, but this is fucking terrible. Maybe it's that. So I have the USB end of this mic plugged into a USB hub. Maybe I need to plug it directly into the computer. I don't know. Maybe that's the issue. Yeah.
Could be.
Let me try something. Everybody, caption this eye. Oh, very back.
Another troubleshooting.
Oh my fucking god. See. Now I'm gonna go back to Nat. To professional ass stream, everybody. Professional shit here.
Do you want me to run the trailer for the campaign while you?
Oh yeah. I was gonna, refresh this and check how it's doing. But yeah, let's show the trailer. While I punch my computer in the face several times, because that'll help. Snarkicon, I don't. You said you were in. Hold on, real quick before I punch. I leave to punch my computer. I need to show you something because you said you were in the ER.
You missed it?
You might have missed it. My friend. This is in part due to you, and you are imprinted. You are immemorialized. I don't know if that's the right word. That probably sounds
Immortalized.
like immortalized. That sounds like you're dead. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. Oh my god. But immortalized on here. You can't read the words, but it says. It's printed Snarkicon approved, so there you go. I hope this makes your horrible day better. Oh, I feel really bad for you, dude. It'll be quick. I can only hope that it's quick for you. Kidney stones suck. Yay! Yay! It's too big for me, but yay! I showed everyone at the beginning. It doesn't fit on me. I literally can't wear it. I can't, like, my waist is smaller than the smallest setting on it. Like, this is so big. My waist is not that big. But I can wear it on my chest, though. So I have resolved from now on, I'm going to wear it as boob armor. Here, this is I'm going to wear it like this. And, all right. There you go. I feel like this is the most uncomfortable. 'Cause, 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 Make an angry face? With this? What, with the belt?
You look very mean there.
Oh, I know, I'm so menacing. That's gonna get clipped. I'm terrifying everybody. Yeah, fear me. Anyways, let's leave full screen now. Shit. Alright, let's play the trailer while I go strangle a microphone.
There you go. Let me unmute, and there you go.
Tales from the Natverse. This ongoing anthology collects short stories introducing characters within the Natverse and are all connected to the main series, Nat the Merc. This 64-plus page perfect-bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Lawani, Rose, Zen, and other characters within the Natverse that you'll get to know and love in this prelude. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories, as well as the previously published Helena Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Sim Pothier. Royal Rumble, colored by 7 Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Zed, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype. Arm up and fire off into the Natverse.
Now live on Indiegogo.
Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
thank you. Yeah, it is the old school vibe. I'm like I said, I'm
No?
highly inspired by the 80s and 90s. Yeah,
It's
we hear
working?
you nice. There's still a little static though. But
Fucking shit!
it's not as bad, but there's a little static.
It's not. Can you guys hear me right now?
We hear you.
I can't. Now I
It's-
can't
It's
hear the freaking.
so you can't hear
I'm
us.
so mad at everything. I'm so mad. Oh no, my audio icon is going on. Chat, tell me if you can hear me. Because my audio.
Oh, we
icon-
hear you. If hold on, let me let. I'm gonna tell you in the chat. We hear. Like everybody's saying they hear you, but you're still having some issue with the thing. You can't hear me neither. So yeah, it's the book is instead of being 64, like it said in there, it's 80-page book.
I think I can almost get this to work. Almost.
Can you hear me now? Alex.
And super entertaining for all of you. Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
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 We hear you.
Keep talking, Sim.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Oh,
So,
there we go.
What's
Now I can hear you.
Frankie says? It sounds like you're eating Pop Rocks candy and talking at the same time. Yep, pretty much.
Is it still bad?
It's not as bad as before.
I'm so tired of this. This is so painful.
Oh yeah, trust me, I hear you.
I went in, I just like rearranged all the USB connections, and I don't even know what the issue is. Yeah, for a minute I couldn't hear you, but then I guess my mic was coming through and I could hear you. Okay, anyways, let's not fuck with that anymore. I think I need a hammer. I think what I need to do now is just like throw my computer in a lake and douse it in acid. Yeah, it's energizer. I don't know what it is. Don't worry. Did I find a way to get? Was it a cute chipmunk?
Yeah,
I mean, if it was cute, I didn't want to get rid of it.
The weird distortion with your voice, the speed up and stuff is out. But like like Frankie said, it sounds like you're eating like those pop candy in your mouth at the same time when you're talking.
What, like like that?
Yeah, like it's. And when you're talking, it does a little static that feels like if you had like fizzy pops in your mouth.
So now it's a different problem.
Yeah, but it's not as bad though.
Okay. All right.
Seriously, it's really not as bad.
Okay, I'm glad. Well, I'm going to not touch these settings right now, and at least it's not as bad as before. So my next stream, hopefully it's not. I think it's probably StreamYards. Because literally, I haven't touched anything since my stream last Wednesday. So I don't know what it is. Like, same program's open. I have no idea. What it is. So
and we tried everything.
Yeah. So this has been troubleshooting Irene's shitty microphone. The stream destroying the stretch goal. Stretch goal is, I don't know. I think the issue is StreamYards. I don't think the issue is actually my microphone.
Destroy it as a stretch goal, meaning put a stretch goal on your campaign that you will destroy that mic and buy a new one and record it.
Yeah,
destroy it as a stretch goal.
I mean, if that's what people want, I'll gladly do it. I'm here to serve serve the customer because that's all that's what I'm about. But I don't think that actually issue is my mic. I think it's StreamYards. Maybe it is my mic. I don't know. Maybe it is my computer. What I did do was, but I upgraded my RAM. I got more RAM. I doubled my RAM. So like, I don't see how that could be an issue.
I don't see neither. Other that you need to do like unless you think maybe that's why too, because that's another thing. Maybe because you need to do updates. There's programs you need to update on your computer, and you need to do a full-on update, and then maybe that'll resolve.
No, it's up to date. My Windows is up to date, but my Windows right now has been telling me to go Windows 11. I don't know if I want Windows 11.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look into that. You guys don't need to hear about my fucking technology troubles. Chop Chimwin's a new icon. Badass. Destroy StreamYards then? There you go. No, dude. I went from 16 gigs to 32 gigs of RAM. It should get better. It's ridiculous. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah. I'm extra mad today. I'm usually not quite this cursy, but I've quite had enough. Sim tells a story. A story about bears and gold. So, anyhow, all right. Do you have a story about bears and gold?
No, I don't. I could come up with one. I do have a great imagination. I could come up with one, but no, I don't have one.
I'm gonna private this. Well, no, I want people to know about Nat. So if it wasn't for the fact I'm promoting someone's book, I'd private this shit because this is horrible. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sim. Let none of this reflect on Sim's campaign. Everybody go back his book. So let's do one more run. Sign up for Tale from the Natverse 2 right now. And is there anything else you want people to know about this book? How many pages is it? How many pages?
The first one was 80 page. The first one was 80 page, and I'm
mm-hmm. That's a lot of pages.
The first one is 80 page and just the stories, and the second one I'm planning to do the same thing, 80 page just stories. And right now, awesome. You're also gonna get like one story that called Planet 69, that's never been done, and I'm actually doing for the first time. But that was the first story I ever wrote of Nat the Merc, and that's where he meets Loani for the first time. And in that second issue, you're gonna get a story before she meets Nat called Murder Doll, and then there's another story that's gonna be called Metal Valkyrie, and that's after she meets Nat. And you'll figure it all out because before she meets Nat, she's in service to somebody called the Big Boss, who owns the Planet 69. And Planet 69 is like the black market place for pirates and stuff like that. So it's where you could buy anything, weapons and no stuff. And also,
All right. Yeah, I love that you going all that 80 pages, man. Oof. I mean, well, I shouldn't talk because my next book's gonna be like 72 pages or something.
But I'm trying to give you the experience of having multiple floppies in one book. And I try to keep it having always like 3, 4, 5 stories or something. Like Planet 69 is going to be a 32 page, Metal Valkyrie is 25, Murder Doll is 12. So that's how I'm kind of like building my universe. And when Nat the Merc starts, you'll have references to before. It's like trying to jump a few years ahead and giving you material and fun adventures in that verse before we go into the more serious story where we're gonna figure out everything about Nat and what links Nat and Loani.
Planet 60. Nice. We're mature here.
Yeah, that's the first story I ever wrote of it, and 69 came of the idea of multiple things. It's also a yin yang if you think about it.
Very cool.
The number 69.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. For people who aren't dirty-minded like me, it can actually have a deeper meaning. Imagine thinking more than super childish thoughts.
Yeah, because 6
Sweet,
and 9 mean
80 pages.
different things in different cultures.
No, you're right. That is like a yin yang. I like that. And got stickers from 6 a.m. You see those stickers for everybody. Sweet. Well,
Yeah, I have 5
for this.
Yeah, I got 5 new stickers ready to go for over there. Yes, they're going to be in the stretch goals. All right, I'm still planning out the campaign, but I'm thinking of having like a certain set of pages and stories, and having 1 or 2 extra story unlockable. Because I've been told that people don't mind waiting extra time, but they really do like having extra pages in a book compared to just having extra swag.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's what I discovered too, and I can kind of understand that. People tend to they want ash cans, and I mean, stretch goals and extra items are cool, but ash cans have more pages. Really, is where it's at.
And
Yeah,
personally, I personally as a buyer, I like the idea of having extra in my book, and in the book, personally.
Yeah.
But I do also like the idea of an ash can, but if it's something that has nothing to do with the series, you know what I mean? What I'm thinking of doing is adding another story of the Natverse. So I think it would be better that I add it in the book. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, your book is more episodic anyhow, so it fits. You don't need to do like an ash can. So either way, it's fine. It's whatever works for everyone's individual campaign.
But right now, like I had an ash can right now on the Second Chance campaign, which is technically like an ash can of the second issue. Yeah.
Nice.
Like it used to be. Like, you always had like the ash can used to be a preview of the next issue. Right now you're in the old campaign. That's the first one.
Yeah, I don't know. Your new campaign didn't come up in the search.
It's in your chat.
I'll find it. I've been too preoccupied.
That's because right now, if anybody that buys the Second Chance campaign, they don't just get the book; they get the Simon Bisley print.
Ooh, there you go. Here's the actual link.
Yeah.
There, everybody, click on that link right now.
And if you back that secret tier I gave you in the chat, well, I'm also gonna add that painted cover in there for you.
Awesome. I love
that print there. Yeah.
I'll
add that little print. I have a few extra copies.
Yeah, this is awesome. You did a great job. Look at that rendering.
Give me a sec. Yeah, my earbuds gave out. I just need to change my setting for my audio. Give me a sec.
Okay. Yeah, that's hot. How what? How what?
Now it's my turn to have to leave and come back. Give me a sec.
Oh, okay. This is a professional level stream, you guys. Frankie knows a brand for 6 Rail Pet Out issue. One is PDF for free to spark interest in the series. Yeah, that's why I put out like the first 20 pages of Fiendish for free. It's obviously it's not the full book, but it's the standard. That's the standard size of like a traditional American comic. So yeah, it's just a drum up interest and to show people what the book is about.
Sorry,
Says no amount of tech montages can fix this.
Sorry, that my wireless earbuds gave out, so I had to like switch to my headset.
I'm way old in the chat. Sorry, guys. Gremlins are afoot. Let's see.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. Yeah, I'm just talking to chat. I hear you just fine. Someone said it sounds. If it's a PC, I might have loosened the wire inside. You know, I mean, I was so careful. I don't know how I watched tutorial. I didn't touch anything except screw open the base plate. I have one of those like tiny Nook computers, and like you just open the base plate, the RAM is right there, and I didn't touch anything else. Clicked in the RAM and then put the base plate back on. That's it. I might have touched a wire. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some recordings on other programs and on OBS after the stream to see if it's my computer or if it's StreamYards, and I'll figure it out. But either way, next stream we're not going to have this issue. Or if I don't know, I'll figure something out. Because I don't want to stream like this. This is torture for you guys. Capacity for RAM. No, my capacity for RAM is... I'm not that well versed in computers. You're going to have to talk to me like I'm 2 years old. I try to... is that like the amount of RAM that your computer physically can process? I tried to check for like the exact type of RAM and everything, and the RAM sticks I got fit my computer. It should be fine. So that's the only thing I've changed since last weekend.
That should not affect your audio. The thing that could affect though, it's if the change was big enough and there's a conflicting thing because it wasn't like like an update or something. It's not recognizing something. Like it does that. Computers will do that. Like they say, like it's all set up for like 16 gig, right? And then you put 32 gig. You're gonna have to update it, or do a restart or something.
I have restarted it. So what I have to like? Actually Nick told me that I have to tell my computer to recognize the RAM.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that's what. But I thought what I did was I went to my computer, like the details, and it shows my RAM was 32 gigs now. So I thought I already recognized it. Am I doing something wrong? Does that, even though it's showing 32 gigs, does that mean it hasn't actually implemented?
It doesn't mean that it's implemented in all the systems.
Fuck. Okay, I'll talk.
But it knows that it has it. You know what I mean? Because it knows what it has and the motherboard, but it doesn't mean that all your programs are like aligned with it.
Maybe that's the problem then. Because I feel like my Photoshop has been running faster, but what I have noticed is my web browser has still been just as slow because I've been having trouble with I have a million tabs open.
Yeah, even
my web browser has still been slow.
Even when you're talking now, you're speeded up a bit. Yeah.
Right. So that might actually be the issue. So it could be that I'm an idiot, everyone. But I just don't.
Frankie's like, what has it?
But I don't know that much about computers.
Frankie knows his thing. Which has more speed, RAM or a goat? Let's see, DDR5 RAM or DDR4. There's a dual channel feature for software. So DDR4 or DDR. No, it's not. I make sure I looked to the page. The specifications for my computer. I got DDR4. It's supposed to be DDR4, so that's not the conflict. I think I have to have my computer recognize the RAM. Yeah, but sometimes you just need to update those drivers.
That too. That too. I might have. I thought I did an update, but I didn't do a full system update, so I need
Mm-hmm.
to go in and look at exactly like what drivers are up to date. It should automatically recognize user rounds on the board. Why does other supports it? I should impact on the audio. You never know. I'll check everything.
Yeah, me too.
I'll do an update. Yeah, because that's the only major thing that's changed since last week.
Because
really.
it's either to me
That's why
to me how it sounds, it's either like a wiring, like either like the mic or the wires giving out, or there's something conflicting with it, you know, like in the computer. Yeah, see, you're just touching it, and we heard some.
Really?
Yeah, we hear it. Yeah.
Hold on.
You're muted.
Maybe the wire is actually broken inside. That would
Maybe it is.
be
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I'll just have to get a new cord then. That's the last resort. So, update, check the RAM, and then probably get a new microphone cord. Thanks, guys. I know what I'm doing, right? Yeah, boomer stream. Anyways, let's wrap up talking about your cool sci-fi comic instead of my stupid computer issues. You guys are great. Yes.
And,
Yeah, we'll figure out what this
another
is.
thing, I'll let you guys know that I've been trying to work on the side. I'm trying to get a little like 2D game of Natverse going, and board game
Ooh.
with minis, because I also bought my 3D printer. Like me, you know,
Awesome.
Chris did the same thing too. Me and Scotsman
Yeah.
we bought our 3D printer, and we're both 3D artists.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna, you know, I'm working on a bust of Nat, and after that I'm gonna do like minis. They're gonna be like maybe double the size of Warhammer.
Uh-huh. Yo, that's awesome, dude. That's another thing I'd love to get into, but I just don't fucking have time.
Mm-hmm.
All the shit.
But you know, that's why our priority are books, and the more people get behind our books, the more we can do things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of us still have a day job or doing something else, and like I'd be able to work, get twice as much done, and get the books out twice as fast as right now if I didn't have a day job. I still have a day job,
Like,
but you know, the goal is to do this only this full time.
yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Yep.
And you know, hoping I can get some, you know, a team that can work on it. That's my plan. Like, you always have to do a bit of the initial work, you could say, on it. But then after that, you expect to be able to leave it on a team. Like me, what I want right now is like, I don't want a big triple A 3D game. No, I want to bring back those cool 2D game. Like the game I want to do with Natverse, it's a cross between Metal Slug and Shank.
Mm.
And I want it to be different. Like it's gonna be like a platform, then you're gonna switch into the bike and the yeah. I have like a little concept, and that's what I want to do. Like it's 2D animation, you know, like if you've played Shank and Metal Slug, you know what I mean. I used to love going to play Metal Slug. I've played every single one of them, and Shank was freaking awesome.
That's rad, man. I love, like, I won't, you know, obviously I like role playing games or tabletop games, so those times are always great. Or any type of game.
Yeah.
Like
I want with Natverse, it's
fitting.
like, imagine like every mission, like every level is a different mission. That's the idea, like a principle of it. Like one will be riding a bike, trying to do a mission with a bike. Then we'll be doing a mission piloting a ship. But you can play 2 to 4.
bikes everywhere. I heard the Matrix film was a disappointment. That's sad. That's all I'm gonna say. I heard Spider-Man was good though. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I
everybody's
heard it was
saying good things about Spider-Man. I'm actually gonna take a look at it.
good. Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm thinking of checking it out because I did not give a single shit before, but then everybody said it was really good. So
Yeah, Metal Slug
I
was,
have
dude. It's the reason why I went after freaking 6 a.m. Like I was one of the first one to get 6 a.m. to do the stickers because
Mhm.
when I saw his art, it reminded me of freaking Metal Slug, and I'm like, guy, you need to do my characters as Metal Slug because I want Natverse to be a Metal Slug game eventually. And he goes, okay, and I got him to draw all my characters, and I'm not done.
Sweet.
He's actually going to draw all the characters in the Natverse if I.
Yo, that's awesome. Let's see. Chris Fitz says he
I-
has a big
I-
script for the Matrix. Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. People are saying it was ultra woke. Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying they want one of the things they said, like the director, they want to take back the red pill from the right.
Oh my god.
I'm like that's one hell of a way to pitch a movie, guys.
Yeah, that's really great. That's,
Yeah.
that's the right attitude to.
What happened to
have-
everyone's own personal interpretation of something? Nobody read the Bible the same way. Nobody reads the same the story and get the same thing away from it all the time. Doesn't work that way.
That's the hell of a an approach to how to creating anything. You just make something to spite certain people. Yeah, that's
It's
That's
It's just
the
stupid.
right
yeah.
attitude. Instead of wanting to tell a good story and have a story come first. Yeah. That's the same problem with a lot of comics.
Mhm.
I can see why the issue is. That's really sad because I mean it's like something so iconic and so cool that just continues to be worn down and like rubbed in the dirt. It's like it's already dead. Stop punching it into the dirt. Just stop. That's sad to hear. I love the Matrix.
I love the original Matrix, but I do not feel no. I don't feel that one.
We're gonna have memes about this stream. The Chipmunks. Somebody posted a Don Ringo. I thank you. Do you have a man or look at the PC issue? I don't. But I don't know if that would help much. It depends on the man. No, I don't. I'm just a clueless girl, as you all can see.
You're not that clueless. Might be a little bit technology deficient, but you can't blame you. You
I
told
want to
us
say
to
I'm
be-
not that technology deficient. I'm not an expert, but I don't know. I've seen
Mhm.
technology deficient. But yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah.
I try to do my best, but I'm not a computer expert. I can't like build a computer or anything, right? So
You're not a boomer neither,
no,
That
I'm
was my
almost there.
point.
You know what? Who am I kidding? I'm pretty much a boomer. I'm just gonna accept it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't know
It's
what I'm
not-
doing. But boomer.
I don't think so, but yeah, okay. You're just having an issue with your freaking mic, and I think it's the first time you're having it.
No, I've had issues before, but it's been like the fix has been all the things I tried. It's always been, resetting the mic or switching like StreamYard's assigning my webcam mic instead of my condenser microphone,
Mm-hmm.
and so I know these things that I have to fix, but this time none of it worked. So I'll try to figure out what the issue is. This is really frustrating.
As soon as the brothers became sisters, that was the end. Take it from me.
Okay.
No, dude. The worst out of that, it's knowing what happened to the sisters. I'm doing air quotes. That when they decided to do the movie, one of them went, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." I mean, that's the thing that went, "Wow."
Really?
Hold on. One of them went, "Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't want nothing to
Oh,
do
really?
with it." People
Oh,
were
really?
asking her. People went to ask the question about the movie. I don't want nothing to do with that movie. And I'm like, wow,
Hmm.
okay.
Oh wow. Oh damn, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, I think if they want to become sisters.
There's one of them that didn't want the movie to be made, I guess.
That's crazy.
And somebody wanted to do a political statement, I guess.
Oh yeah. I guess that says something. I don't care if they, want to transition or all that.
No.
That's all well
That's
and
what I'm
good, but it seems like there was like a genius touch to the first Matrix movie, and I don't know what happened, but it never came back, and they haven't made everything's been going downhill since.
Well, you know
I
that
don't know
everybody that was working on its storyboard and stuff like that was Jeff Darrow, Steve Strauss, all big freaking legend, like legend
I've heard that-
legend of their own in comics.
Yeah, I've heard that it's actually the other people, not just the
Yeah.
Wachowskis. It's the other people working on the first Matrix that made it that good,
Mm-hmm.
which makes sense, honestly.
Yeah,
Diablo
because
says no interest in...
They weren't
Huh?
part of the third one, and it wasn't as good.
no interest in the Matrix, but the Northman looks great.
Yeah, that looks
right.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, I just saw that, and very, very interesting. I don't know. I feel like I was a little weirded out by the way the trailer was presented at first, but like it looks good. It looks like
It does.
cinematics look good. It's a clear story. I'm almost like my first thought seeing it was, is this Vinland Saga live action? I mean, it's not exactly Vinland Saga, but the main character, it feels like, I don't know if it's, I don't know, is this a historical character? It's like Thorfinn and Canute had a baby, and that's the main character. But it looks great, and it's my shit, like fucking Viking pagan shit. That's down my lane, so I'm gonna give it a shot. It does look really good.
I'm definitely gonna be watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Northman trailer, go search for it on YouTube. It looks pretty banging, and I'm gonna go see it. So check it out.
I mean, like I said, Vikings in my blood, so obviously I'm gonna go see it.
What about this Viking stuff coming out?
Hmm.
I mean, it's kind of like feels. I don't know, we're not at the point of oversaturation yet.
Did you?
On one hand, I'm like, oh, there's more Viking stuff. I'm not special, but
Since
whatever.
when Christmas, and we're talking about rarely having good new movies, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch Fat Man?
No.
Since when Christmas with Mel Gibson?
No.
Check it out.
Oh.
It was one of those rare new good movies.
Oh,
So imagine the thing is a kid's not happy about his gift and hires an assassin to go kill Santa.
oh boy. Oh, that,
Well,
that sounds interesting. I mean, it could be interesting.
and Santa's real, so
Right.
played by Mel Gibson. The movie it was surprising, so it's part of my new Christmas movie to watch with Die Hard and Gremlins.
Yeah, I've seen Die Hard. Guys, I haven't seen Gremlins. I know. I haven't seen anything because I didn't grow up here, and I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
Okay, have you seen? Have you ended up by watching the first Die Hard at least?
I've seen all the Die Hards.
Okay, okay. Do you agree that it's a Christmas movie, the first one?
First one is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gremlins, you have to go watch them. Like, dude, I made my girls watch it. They never saw it before, and they went insane. Gremlins is freaking awesome. 1 and 2.
I mean, someone showed me the trailer. I'm like, the special effects look dumb.
The first one is more like a comedy horror, while the other one they went more comedy than horror.
Oh, okay. I think I saw the comedy ones. I'm like, this looks stupid, but maybe the original one is.
Check it out. I'm sure you'll like it.
Yes, I know. My audio is choppy. Something's been wrong with my mic this entire stream. I don't know what the issue is. I'm gonna fix it for the next one. We haven't been able to fix the problem. Oh my gosh. Just so I don't have to repeat that again. I think we can wrap things up. I think let's put it into your torture chat. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes of you listening to me yelling through a freaking wood chipper, basically. Again. Okay. Hey, let me give you another treat from the cover. All right, for putting up.
I'll just say one thing before we close. Just go down and show up the 2 variant covers that are there, because I have one by Preston Acevedo and one by me and Scott's, and they're already printed. I already have 100 copies of them here. So as soon as the campaign closes, it's not going in demand. I'm fulfilling, and it's closing.
Oh shit. Okay.
And we're done. Yeah. Oh, you're on the old campaign. It's not going to show. You have to go on the new one.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
The Nat's back one.
Well, sir, I clicked on the one on your Twitter.
You know what? Share my screen.
So.
Period.
Okay. There you go. That's better.
Bingo. There you go.
That's better.
This is
that one.
the first variant cover. That's by me and Scotsman. But then you have this, and I think you'll like that one. Rose by Preston. And I like the fact that he put the flag there with Sim, and it's inked by Scotsman and colored by him. And those are already printed and ready to go. I printed it at the same time as the first campaign, so they're all first printing and ready to go. So there's no wait time with this. That's the second chance campaign. It closes, it fulfills, and then we go to Tales from the Natverse 2.
Bam. All right. So everybody go check that out. And let me share one more thing before. Should I like just share this whole cover right before we end? So,
Yeah,
like,
you could.
That'll be like a hidden trait, and I'm gonna private this fucking stream because like this audio issue is a nightmare. One last word about Natverse. Once again, we're ending the stream soon. You have a secret perk that is only available for people who back the second chance campaign right now. So go back at right
Gives you
now.
a
It'll
discount,
be over the minute we end the stream.
and it gives you a discount on the 2 variant covers plus a sketch card.
Right. So
Plus the Simon
Yeah.
Bisley print, and right now, if you're buying it right now, I'm gonna also give you that print of the cover of Tales of Natverse 2, the painted one.
Nice. All right. Very nice. Very nice. So go back that. Thank you, Blingo. There you go. There's another. Look. Wow. Cover. Yeah. You know what? I will show.
That's the full cover.
The whole cover is a pixelated eye. This entire. There you go. Look at that. I mean, you can probably guess who this is. I'm pretty proud of there you go. Pretty proud of this cover. I'll show it for like 1 split second and then we'll end it. Yeah. Fine. I'm gonna do it. Let's go. What do you say, chat? Should I show it?
Everybody's been saying yeah.
I mean, I should, if I was a good businesswoman, I'd encourage people to go to my Patreon and actually look at that. But I guess because if you're on my Patreon for the cheap price of $1 a month, I share my behind-the-scenes work all the time, and you can get this cover in full in the process of so many other things. So you should go. You should check that out. But I am a generous person, and I have a I have a soft heart. Then Ringo says, that doesn't know how to talk into the mic. Yeah, the problem is no, I just sound like this. I actually just sound like I'm speaking through a woodchipper. All right, here. I'll show. That was Casimir. So what you thought was the cat was. I'm gonna private this anyway. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
This full cover.
The tiger there. Yeah.
I'm not quite happy with the colors. I don't know why. But I'm gonna keep on working on it. Let's see. Can I full screen this?
But I like the hot and cold you're playing with.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the title's going smack dab in the middle. Let me tell you how hard this was to color. I hate it. This is why I don't do interior colors. Because like if it's just one image, I'm great. Like I've set a color scheme. Okay, this is one main color. Great, and I can render form and lighting just fine. But if it's like multiple scenes, like this is technically 2 panels almost. It's a combination. It's like a collage cover. So you have to separate the sections, but still make everything look unified.
Mm-hmm.
And like the amount of filtering and like the light purple tint around this size, that was to make everything like unified. And if you blend it, and it's like I had that bright ass red sky, but then that's to make Ragnar pop, but then the people on top are blue, so it's like it's technically basically an RGB scheme, but I have to make it look not overwhelming. So I'm kind of not. I think I'm gonna tweak it some more. I'm still not happy with it because I'm super picky. But this is what we have right now.
So it's not the final colors, but here's a preview.
Yeah,
You're
it's not
right.
final colors. There we go.
I like the composition.
Thank you.
I knew there was a
If you
tiger in
want
there.
to see more, it's yeah, technically a tiger. It's a fantasy creature that I call the Frost Fan. It's like a giant snow leopard. But anyways, yeah, it's there's a cat. There's a murder kitty in book 2. It's gonna be fun. So, not final colors. I'm gonna keep on banging my
Murder
head
Kitty.
against the wall, coloring this, but this is what it looks like right now. And chapter 2 is what we're gonna get. Woo! Hope you guys like it. Mask. There you go. So that's your treat, everybody, for suffering through this fucking string with me. All right. On that note. On that note.
On that note, thank you for joining us, and peace among worlds.
Peace among worlds. Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Rick and Morty thing? Yeah. I got that as a gift from the kids.
Anything. I don't watch anything. I'm getting so much hate in the chat right now, but I barely watch anything.
Yeah, my kid bought me that last Christmas.
I mean, I grew up on anime and manga, and I have so many American movies I just didn't watch as a kid. Yeah, and I still don't watch a lot of TV because I just don't like it. So, yeah. You can still back Phoenix Chapter 1 Demons on Indiegogo right now. The color edition, I have a sample book right here with me. Hard copy proof is estimated going to be printed, Christmas break, paper shortages. Probably, I'm going to be generous, saying another 3 weeks. All right, so I'm just going to be completely honest. We're going to have some delays, but I'm keeping everyone posted. Follow my Twitter and Indiegogo campaign, and I'm going to be as transparent as possible, let everybody know what's happening. But as soon as those books come, everything else is here. Like, everything else is ready to go. I have, like, my trading cards are here. I have, like, the little demon Sandy is here with a Christmas wreath. I don't know why that's on there. Anyways, like stickers, everything except this freaking book. So as soon as I get this book, we're shipping out, and I'm hoping like mid to late January. And as soon as I get these books and start fulfillment, this campaign is going to come down, and I'm going to put chapter 2 up, like hoping, a few weeks after, like a couple weeks after that. So, or at least I'll have to sign up on. So, you have limited time after this. So check this out right now. And also check out the website. Big link at the top of the campaign, which apparently, I don't know, some people didn't know it was there, but it's right there. That leads to this website. This website that is, I have the preview. I have a bunch of world building information. This is like the hub for my comic. It's very world building heavy, but this is like the supplemental material section for my project. And you can come here to read more about the world, and I have some music too. This isn't original music I made. I'm working on that, but this is just like some music I got in Adobe stock that I think really fits the comic. So I want to have music for my project. Like, it's probably weird. I guess not. Sim also has it, which was awesome. But you can check out on the website. I'm going to keep on updating this. I'm going to have some cool stuff in the works for that. So check that out. Also, I have merch. Click on that link. You can get shit with Fiendish on it. Did you know that? You should do that. Click on that link. Woo! All right. Woo! Great screen, cool stuff. Great belt grats. Intro choppy. I'm thank you. I'm so glad you're excited for this. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this because I feel like this was really painful, but I tried to do my best. I got a belt. Oh, we looked at cool comics, and
and I can't wait to have my copy of Findish.
Oh,
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Nat. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Fiendish will be in your hands soon. Just a matter of time, really. Like, all the work on my end is done. It's just a waiting game right now because things happen. Yeah, but thank you guys for joining us. It's been a ride. You guys are awesome. Merry early Christmas. If I don't know if we're gonna have a Pathfinder stream this weekend. We might. I think we will. I think Chris is busy. Don't quote me on it.
That would be the 25th, right?
Yeah. No. It's the day after Christmas. Yeah. It's the Sunday is the 26th. Yeah, it's 26th. So I'm gonna say right now that we're going to have the Pathfinder stream because AC had just messaged me before saying they were going to do it, but I don't know if Chris and Yvonne will be there. But so for now, join me this Sunday, 1 p.m. EST. We're going to have a special day after Christmas Pathfinder stream, and it's gonna be fun. This module that we're never gonna beat. Well, I mean, it looks like it's looking pretty bad. We're probably gonna get TPK, but oh well, it's all good stuff, right? It's all good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's going pretty badly, but hey, we're gonna be drinking, so
You're all gonna be
fun.
drinking. Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
We'll be drinking. I will be drinking, yeah, because it's the things we had to suffer through. I don't have high hopes for our group. You know, dude, we're on level 1. It's like it got way more serious than I thought it would. I thought it was gonna be like an easy module. Alex VRB, I did. I'm so sorry. I haven't been able to check my PO box. I've been so busy, but I did. I got it, and I haven't opened it yet, but I will. And thank you so much for sending it. You're the best. I love you. You're awesome. It's like an early Christmas gift. I really, really appreciate it. Cool. All right. So see you guys this Sunday, and then next Wednesday for another comic stream. I think I'll be doing a draw stream, just like a chill, New Year's kind of thing next week, and it'll be fun. And hopefully my audio will be better than this time.
I agree with some person. You need a wrestling promo video now, Rennie, and get it ready before they do a big wrestling thing. You have but you have a belt. You could pull it off. Like you get the thing ready for when 6 a.m. does a fight with you again. So you can do it like a wrestling, like, yeah, I'm the champion.
I know. I'm gonna have to be like, well, I have this belt. You need to like make me win. I didn't win the last one. He did though, so it would be funny if I think Carla kicked my ass. There we go. She looks like she can fight. I'll take it. I accept her victory. But anyways, you guys are great. Thank you once again, and I'm gonna leave with the trailer for Fiendish. So you guys don't have to. You guys have something pretty to look at least. There you go. All right. Bye, guys, and thank you.
Just like Macho Man.
See you next week.